Well, a very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another members-only group flight, the 48th members-only group flight on the 10th of December 2023. It's 4 minutes past 8 in the evening. 4 years we've been doing this, and here we are in the cold Canada, currently in Calgary. Lots of seas here today. Flying to Vancouver. We're doing 2 sectors today. Well, some of us are doing 2 sectors today, taking part in the Vancouver Christmas flying event here. We were going to do our own thing in a week's time, but Vancouver said if we could move it to today, that would be great. So it's very late here in the evening in the UK and Europe. Thank you for everyone that's taking part. Some of you even doing 2 sectors here in Europe, so thank you very much for that indeed. Great to have a few of us here in Calgary. Now, I think there's been a bit of a cock-up with some of the ATC, it would seem, though. I just spoke to the event coordinator. It would seem the controllers for Calgary thought we were sticking with our original planned event on the 16th, and there's been some mixed match with no controllers here at Calgary. So yeah, Vancouver full ATC Calgary, it's coming, but I don't think there's going to be anything here at the moment. I've just seen your comment, Andy. If still no ATC at Calgary, I recommend 3 minutes between departures at the runway to help Vancouver. Yeah, we'll just stick to your block time. Just stick to your block time, and that should help out indeed. I should think the traffic was going to be fine there. Now, I have actually got Active Sky running now as well. Live weather in Explain 12 for me at the moment isn't working very well. I was going to do an impromptu stream a couple of nights ago, but I couldn't get the fog working. And it's very windy here in Calgary. Again, live weather in Explain 12 was not showing the winds. It was showing light and variable. We've got 30-40 knot gust winds, so I've updated Active Sky, which I hadn't been using because it was a bit broken. I'm hoping the latest version is working, but it is showing the winds now and gusting realistic here. Anyway, yes, we'll have some fun nonetheless. Thank you to everyone joining in Vancouver. I think in total there's over 35 sectors, taking into account that some of us are doing 2 here anyway. But yes, we'll be going from Calgary to Vancouver, turnaround time as well, around 25-30 minutes, and then coming back. 3 giveaways for everyone as well, so I'll roll those at the end of the stream for those of you who are all taking part in the group flight. Just so thank you very much for your attendance there. Who else got chat here? Aaron, a stupid question. Group 1 is Vancouver to Calgary rides, or do I have those the wrong way round? Well, yeah, we don't really have Group 1, Group 2 this time, Aaron, because we're doing 2 sectors, so sort of Group 1 would be the guys going from Calgary to Vancouver, sort of at the top of the list, and then the second half is the return flight, but it's got the list of all the departures in each group, so yeah, I would say that's going with Group 1 as well. It's stock Explain 12 scenery, good for both airports. Yeah, it's fine, Domino, Mosina. I'm using Ortho 4XP for the entire sector. The ramp's a bit bent though, I've noticed, but we'll have a look at that moving forward. So hopefully we won't get stuck on the taxiway. Nice to see you here as well. Uros, Andy as well. Evening folks, unable to take part, so I haven't had time to sort out the mic issues I had last month. Yes, I heard about it. I remember you mentioning I had the mic issues, but everything seems to be working well my side at least. It's been a while since we've done a public stream, or even stream at all. The last stream was the Vulcan. Yeah, very busy at work, as you well all know. So, oh yes, I've also got my Christmas playlist from Epidemic Sounds all up and running as well. So we're only going to have Christmas songs tonight, apart from this intro song. So actually, let me switch over to the Christmas playlist now. There we go. Just to get into the spirit of things. I hope you've all done your shopping. Still 2 weeks to go until Christmas, but yeah, hopefully get a stream or 2 in there. I've got Concord stream planned up for next weekend too. I've updated the Colomata Concord. It does seem broken at the moment with lots of issues. Anyway, we've got Alpaca 4711 792456 Mike 6969 Alpha Kilo here in Calgary. Oh yes, we've got for Jingle Bells now. Here we are. I had to go in the Alpaca Canada colours. Live time, live weather, of course, for a group flight. Thank you, Domino Mosina, for all those Christmas-themed emojis as well. Now, I've got a transit set up because I'm doing 2 sectors today, and I'm actually at work tomorrow, although I'm not on an early. I'm on sort of a mid-afternoon flight. I didn't want to be super late, so that's why I've still got the aircraft set up already. It's my flying week next week. I haven't been flying in over a month because I've been so busy in the sim, but it's my flying week. Flying tomorrow. I've got an assessment flight as well this week for my line training captain course because I'm going to become a line training captain as part of becoming a type rating examiner. So yes, a nice flying week. I've got all 2 sectors, all to Spain and stuff like that. So I'll keep you posted. Looking forward to going out in the plane for a while. It's been a while. Anyway, there we are. Jumped into the cockpit. We'll just turn the Christmas music, so it's just very quiet on the background because it's clashing with. It sounds like Ryanair boarding music. Yes, I think it was the Ryanair sound set we're using in the Alpaca Canada here. I didn't know Ryanair operated in Canada, but there we go. So as I said, the aircraft is all pretty much set up ready to go. We'll sort of go through the briefing as I would do in reality. We'd best tune up Unicom, and I do apologise to the ATC here. I'm hoping we'll have some at least for the guys coming back later, so I'll be coming back later as well, and for anyone else departing Calgary a bit later as well. I don't know if we've got anyone here from Vancouver. The Vancouver event doesn't start for another 50 minutes, but they said that they would provide ATC a little bit earlier. But you know, we've had it in the past where we've had no ATC, or someone said there'll be ATC and there isn't. We always manage just fine, so there is ATC coming for sure. It's difficult to coordinate all this stuff, and the guys that I've been chatting to has been really helpful in coordinating everything, and he's only part of Vancouver's sort of ATC. Vaxham Canada doesn't have any event coordinator at the moment, so it's been a bit more of a difficulty to set up at this time. Perfect. Let's now get the aircraft all ready to go. Well, as I said, it's all ready to go. I've been using the SimBrief load flight plan format, so I don't know for you guys in Calgary, because of the wind, I'm planning to depart from here, runway 29. It is the shorter runway out of all the runways available, but it's the wind that's really affecting us. So I'm actually going to plan to taxi out and take off on this shorter runway. If you look here at the weather, if I bring up airport's weather, look at this, it's 280 at 15, gusting 25. So yeah, very much that shorter runway would be the preferable one here. Runway 29 for departure. Wind straight down here. This one's too short. I think it's only around 1,000 meters or so. But yeah, you can use a longer runway, but you're going to have a really strong crosswind to deal with. I think they're using 29 in real life. So I'm going to taxi out from runway 29. The routing information I'll show you here. This is the routing provided to us by the event coordinator. Nice straight line via Botag all the way to Vancouver. We were going to go to Seattle originally, but we thought we'd make it a bit of a domestic Canada sector today. So going in via Binvo and then move into Vancouver. Flight time in this direction 1 hour 10 minutes and around an hour I think on the way back. So nice scenery to enjoy as well with Ortho 4 XP. The SID itself is the Stampede 1 departure. They're all runway heading SIDs. Maintain heading until cleared by ATC. So I'm just going to maintain heading until 7,000 feet. Bear in mind the elevation here is 3,500 feet, so that's only 3,500 feet above the ground. And then once I'm there, I'm just going to route direct to Botag, which is based off the 250 radial from Calgary. So that's all set. MSA, it's quite high obviously because of the terrain, so 7,000. Correction. 6,100 is the highest, but it's a lovely clear day here. Yeah, runway 29 on flight radar. Yeah, I should think that's the case with those winds at the moment. Cool. So as I said, I've taken an extra bit of fuel, 30 minutes, 1,200 kilos. The routing's all in. Runway 29. There's the vector departure. So straight line vector, and then we'll just route direct to Botag. If there's no ATC, we'll just route when I'm ready. Cool, so I've done all the tests, just do a light test, we'll check the oxygen as well, and then we can run the checklist as well. Yeah, where is the fog? Is it Vancouver? It's quite foggy. I think we're going to have to be doing an auto land then. Calgary's okay. Yeah. Oh yes, we've got 1 3/4 statute mile on 08 left, so it's 1,600 meters. Yeah, you could get off on a Cat 1. Just about, but the cloud base is quite low, I think. Let me have a look here. The cloud base is 200 feet, so you might be okay off a Cat 1, but yeah, it would be a good idea to do a Cat 3 for us today. I've got Seattle for an alternate, and I say I think, I've not really checked it. I hope Seattle's clear. For a planning stage, though, if the weather's below minimums at destination, you need 2 alternates, so you have to meet the planning minimum for that, which is usually a little bit more conservative than what's required for the approach available. Right, that's all done. Let's run the safety inspection before start checklist.
Safety inspection checklist. Surfaces and chocks.
Checked.
Maintenance status.
Checked.
Battery.
On.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
On.
Landing gear lever.
Down.
Ship's library.
Checked.
Perfect.
Safety inspection checklist complete.
It's worth noting that Zebo has been very busy updating the mod. There's been several updates in the past couple of weeks since I've flown it live. There's a whole new flight model. Now, when I recorded my QNH blunder error tutorial a few days ago, in rotation it felt very different, so we'll treat this as a sort of a full test flight with the mod as well. I'll fly it to sort of line SOPs, but it does look like it's had some fundamental changes, and good ones at that. So let's do the before start checklist now to the line.
Before start checklist to the line. IRS mode selectors.
Nav.
Gear pins.
Removed.
Light test.
Checked.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Yaw damper.
On.
Nav transfer and display switches.
Normal and auto.
Fuel.
So 5-9 required, we've got 7 tons on board.
Checked.
Fuel pumps.
4 pumps on.
Cabin util IFE galley power.
On.
Emergency exit lights.
Armed.
Fasten belts.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Air conditioning.
PEX auto. Bleeds on.
Pressurization.
So cruising at 38,000 feet, it's sea level at Vancouver, so that is all set.
Set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross-checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Good.
Hydraulics.
Normal.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Turn that off.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Wheel well fire warning.
Not again.
Oh, I did do that. Lies, lies, lies. Yeah, for me, when I do the wheel well fire warning test, it doesn't
Checked.
say checks.
Radios, radar and transponder.
So, we'll leave it on 2000, it's on Unicom.
Set and stand by.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Takeoff briefing.
That's been discussed.
Discussed.
PA.
Complete.
Complete.
FMC CDU.
So we've got the takeoff page, Jim has the legs page.
Set.
N1 and IAS bugs.
So it's
N1 and IIS auto. V-speed set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Performance, weight and balance.
So that's all
Checked.
checked.
EFB.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Phones.
Off.
Flight deck windows and cockpit doors.
So holding
Not
there,
again.
I'm due out now, so I better just get the better pushback connected. And we'll get that connected first.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
And we'll do the checks below the line. Oh, we better close the doors as well. And get the APU started. A little bit behind. Brendan, does anyone here know if the T-Flight rudder pedals will work with Xbox if I buy some from eBay, or will I need to buy specific ones? I'm afraid I don't know. Don't remember hearing the PA. Oh, it was in French and English, Andy. I think you missed it. Oh, Edo, yeah, I saw you having technical issues with X-Plane. Did you get it sorted? It doesn't sound like it if you're here in chat. Hear the APU starting up. There's Calgary over there, I think. Yes, I'll show you the ortho. You can see the apron's a bit bent here. It's a bit steep. I checked the runways, and they're fine. But yeah, the apron's a little hilly.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Excellent. Let's get these doors closed. Oh. Did I have the stairs out? What's the... Oh, no, oops. Ah! I think the only way to get that out is to open the door, and then I can press retract. That, yeah, you can only operate it with the door. Yes, there we go. I've done it. Oh, there's a million people talking to it, so I've got that.
Closed.
There we go.
Doors
Satisfy the checklist.
Closed.
Passengers.
Seated.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Excellent, I've sort of caught up here. Right, it's not working, I'm trying to fix it now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Well, evening everyone, happy Mogif. I'm doing some exam revision for my electrician's course at the moment. Oh, very good. Well, my girlfriend's brother's an electrician. He's done lots of bits on our house. He keeps insisting to do more, and I'm like, no. So, I don't think he watches my streams, but I bought him a 737 flight sim voucher because he's really interested in the job. So he's getting that for Christmas. So I'm going to take him to a local one who I know the people that run it, so he's going to enjoy that, which is cool. Excellent. So I best do the checks below the line. APU, English lights on, parking brake just leave set for now. Transponder out off. Checks below the line.
Before start checklist below the line. Air conditioning packs.
Off.
Anti-collision light.
On.
Parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Alt off.
Before start checklist complete.
Excellent. Right, we're all ready to go. Running a bit behind schedule here. So again, I just want to check outside, make sure I'm not going to block anyone. Looks good. 20 Foxtrot Golf. Well, I guess if I push back onto this ramp, he can still taxi to runway. Is it 28 or 29? I can't remember what. Runway 29. Right, so better push back. We're going to push back to face. I'm just looking at the taxiway chart here, see what direction's best for us. I think there's no ATC. Probably to face east and then out this way? Or doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll go east.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
So we'll push back like this, and then like this.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Perfect. Just do a check. Oh, I've done the checks, but there we go. Let's go.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Excellent. So a little bit late, 4 minutes late, and that's sort of my own doing. Yes, this mod is working very well. Yeah, sorry I was a bit late getting all the swaps organised as well. Ryanair boarding. I've been out all day with my going to go see my mum and my stepdad with my girlfriend, so we didn't get home until about 6 o'clock, and then we had to do a few other bits and pieces as well. Aaron, not communicating your pushback. Oh yes, I should do that on Unicom. Calgary. Wrong button, that's the brakes. Oops. Has that broken the pushback? No, I hope not. Calgary traffic, out back at 4801, pushing back from stand 58, face east. There we are. I should be on the Unicom. This is a bit hilly. Right, better start some engines, haven't we? Starting engine number 2. Into low pressure N1. So it's quite gusty here. The wind is down the runway, but I've not taken assumed thrust. I've gone full 24k, just a slightly higher thrust setting. Oh, 122.8 Unicom. Is that the Unicom frequency? It should be. You can see it. Look, when
Operation complete. Set parking
I'm
brake.
transmitting there, it should come up.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Right, well I'm definitely on... X-Pilot's connected. 122.8. Let me just check my mic. Settings, mic, that's some server, audio. Microphone, game chat. Yeah. Headset device. Oh, I'm trying to start an engine as well. Oh, this is blank. Is this because of the VATSIM update? Hold on. Let me just share my screen, guys. Ah, not that one. How do I want to display... Oh, not a pro streamer here. Display 1, display 2.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal
Yeah,
on the
so-
left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
These are blank. So I guess I should have this set to S. Okay. Let me bring up X-Pilot again. So here's my... You know what I'm talking. Calgary traffic, out back at 48.0 on radio check. Okay, that's working. Thanks. I guess that was because of the settings. Oh, okay, thanks for that, guys. Alright. Let's do it before taxi flow. Oops, forgot to turn the trim on.
Sorry everybody, if anybody's trying to get a hold of me, I was on the wrong frequency. American 284 is taxiing to 29 via Juliet Golf Foxtrot.
Forward, back,
Calgary traffic,
left,
Alpaca
right,
56 Mike,
and rudders,
takeoff runway
left,
29.
and right, recall. Ooh, what have we got? Just got to turn the probes on. That's what I've
Calgary
checked
traffic,
later.
this is Alpaca 20 Foxtrot Golf.
Let's do the before taxi check this time.
Runway.
Ah, that's
Before taxi
right.
checklist. Generators.
On.
APU.
Off.
Yeah, I
Start
got,
switches.
does that make it 10 out of 10?
Continuous.
Got a double 5 out of 5.
On.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Air conditioning.
PEX auto. Bleeds on.
Isolation valve.
Auto.
Flaps.
Ah, this.
What? No, they're good, they're good. 5 required, 5 selected, green light.
Flips 5 required and selected.
There we
Green
go.
light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Starts levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Recall.
Checked.
Before
10 out of
taxi
10, I love that.
checklist complete.
Excellent. Right then, so before taxi checklist complete, we are going to taxi to runway 29 as well. So we're going to go via Juliet, Golf, Foxtrot, and hold short of Foxtrot. So we'll follow the other Alpaca. At Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4801, taxi runway 29 via Juliet, Golf, and Foxtrot. There we are. Parking brake released. Let's do a config check. Hello everyone. Config. Good. So we're on our way. Where's the other guy going? Oh, is he taxiing to runway to... Oh, actually he's going a slightly different way. So I'm going to go right and round this way, and he's going that way. Oh, let's have a race. Who knows? Guys, I do apologise. I think there's just been... I've had to coordinate all the ATC via a Vancouver ATC coordinator for the last week or so, and originally the group flight was on the 16th, so we were going to do it next weekend. That's the one we penciled in. I said, guys, do it on the 16th, and we voted to do Canada. And then they said, we just cannot do the 16th. The reason is, on the 16th at midnight, they're starting an event, and obviously I do have to take into account the vast majority of people who join the group flights are in Europe as well. I do want everyone to get involved, but if I do a group flight at midnight European time, we're not going to get anyone to take part. So they said, could you do we've got an event, this one, Vancouver, planned, can you do it? And I said, I'll talk, you know, I haven't got much choice, because the only day I could do was the Saturday next weekend for the group flight, or today, and even then I had to do it 8 o'clock this evening anyway, because I've been out all day. So yeah, and I think what happened was the Calgary controllers still had in their head that we're coming on the 16th, because there's no way to talk to VATSIM Canada or the Calgary coordinators, or I didn't know who to contact. I sent a ticket on VATCAN, but they're still open, and I just don't think they have anyone opening or running it at the moment. So yeah, I do apologise for the lack of ATC in Calgary. The official event in Vancouver starts in 30 minutes, so for those of you flying in now with me, you'll have ATC then, and for those departing from Vancouver a little later as well. Anyway, there we are. Taxiing will make Golf and then Foxtrot. It's been a while since we've flown the VATSIM, the Alpaca Canada delivery. I meant to be going right here. Oops. Just, yes. Concentrate on the taxi. Oh, Brendan, next weekend's your birthday, is it? Excellent. Oh, this looks a bit one-way-ish, but it's fine, it's fine. Uh, 1:27 in the afternoon. Very good. So yes, I downloaded the Kalamata Concorde yesterday, had a play of it, and it seems to be working fine. The sounds of the engine start are a bit broken, but no, when I say it's working fine, the autopilot seems to be a bit messy at the moment. I did a cruise climb to Mach 2, and the autopilot was climbing all over the place, so I really want to stream it. I did say on a stream I would stream it before Christmas, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do it, but yeah, just the autopilot's a bit... It wants to kill you. Well, I flew it how I've done in previous streams anyway. But yeah, well, I'm hoping to do that next Saturday.
Calgary traffic, Alpaca 9.5 kilo, push your start, stand 5-4.
That's Andy pushing back next as well. Hi Aaron, he says hello from Alberta, good to see you in Canada. I fly for King Air, very cool, King Air Medivac, operation based in Edmonton. Been to Calgary a couple of times. You'll be flying over my hometown in British Columbia. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Very cool, Aaron. Well, yes, I've got all the ortho, so it'll look very nice.
Calgary traffic, American 284, holding short 29. We're just going to look at the SMC one more time. Just let me know if anybody creeps up on me. Calgary.
We'll creep on behind him.
Traffic flare 801, push and start, stand 18.
I'm going to let 20 Foxtrot. Oh, my brakes aren't very good. That's full brakes. There we are. We'll go number 2. So whoever's Alpaca 20 Foxtrot Golf, you can go first, sir, because you were taxiing before me. I'll go very slowly. Right, we best do the before takeoff checklist as well.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flaps 5 set, green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Traffic,
Takeoff briefing.
4 lining up runway 29, departure to the west. Any traffic in the area, please advise Calgary.
Oh, sounds like you're okay to take off, sir. So takeoff briefing, we've got the Pax Auto bleeds on. It is cold here, 0 degrees, but there's no visible moisture or icing present. V speeds are set 136, 137, 145 on the MCP. V departure, we're flying the Stampede 1, which is just runway heading, then routing direct to boat tag. We'll climb to 7,000 feet, which is now set on the MCP. NADP, we'll treat like NADP 2, so I'll accelerate at 4,500 feet. And MSA, again, I think just climbing to 7,000 feet and keep us safe on terrain. So that is
Reviewed.
Cabin.
Secured.
So,
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
imagine the cabin secure, move that switch there, all good. Mason, would you ever consider breaking your tradition of using the 737 for every group flight? Never! No, I don't know. I've just always done it. I've done every single one in the Zebo mod except one. One I did in the PNEG 737. It's just because at that time, the mod in X-Plane 12, it was early on in X-Plane 12, which was completely broken. It was not flying well, and I just had to revert to Microsoft Flight Sim. Aaron, I'm way behind. Sorry, Aaron, don't apologise for anything. As I said, the slots are merely for some structure. Merely for structure, so if you're late, don't worry about it.
284, clear the runway 29, heading direct to Botag, Calgary. Copy traffic, flare 801 is taxiing from stand 18, Hotel Juliet Golf, Foxtrot to 29er.
Perfect. So we're now behind 20 Foxtrot Golf.
Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4711, taxiing.
And this is going to be an experiment, guys, because Active Sky I've not used for a long time. And it's because live weather for me in X-Plane 12 looks very broken at the moment. The winds are not being plugged in accurately. So yeah, it looks like we've got good winds here. Look at the windsock. It's almost horizontal. Mason going to aim for 42, 48. Very good. Booked for 2100. No problem. No problem. As I said, it's just a bit of structure, you know, to the group flights. That's all. If you see on the booking sheet it's an available slot, then no problem at all.
20 Foxtrot Golf is taking off. I'll let you know that.
Perfect. Right. Do our before takeoff flow now. Oh, can't get on with the radar. Actually, you know what? I'll go heading select for departure.
Calgary traffic, Alpaca 9 Kilo, taxi Golf and Foxtrot, hold short, runway 29er.
Alpaca 48-0 lining up runway 29. Perfect. We'll give it a few minutes
Calgary, Alpaca 3924
for 20 Foxtrot Golf. Right below the line.
Before
Sometimes.
takeoff checklist below the line. MCP.
Set.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
On.
Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Yes, as I was saying, sometimes when there's no ATC, it actually flows quite well. Because you don't have to wait or check anything. We can just sort of do it our own flow. We had this once happen before, where it had 2 controllers had to cancel last minute, and we were in departure. Was it? I think it was somewhere in Eastern Europe. Was it Budapest? And there was no ATC, but it actually worked really well. Anyway, the fact that we're all here taking part is all I'd like to see. Right, we'll just give it a minute for some spacing between ourselves and 20 Foxtrot Golf. Oh, not bad line up there. Strange configuration, halogen lights with new cut-off switches. So we like to mix and match at Alpaca Airways, just see what's in the spare parts bin. Stephen, watching the kids instead of flying might join for the second leg instead of first. No problem, Stephen, if you're not busy, join on in. If you're booked on, I'm going to do the giveaway as usual. Bonus if you've done 2 sectors, I'm just taking the list and copied and pasted it. But that's the prize is purely for say thanks to you guys and to encourage people to take part in the group flight as well. Right, I'll just wait until 20 Foxtrot Golf makes his turn, and then we will go straight after. Dodgy Dave did the refurb, brilliant. Excellent. Looks like Matt turn is being made. I'm straight ahead still. Would have taken off usually, but obviously I want to take into account the arrivals we've got. Just wait a little bit longer. It's quite busy. It's quite busy here actually. All of us look. Wish I could fly 2 seconds. Well, to be fair, it's 9:30 for you, Domino Cedar, isn't it? There we are. There's 20 Foxtrot Golf making the turn, so I think we should start rolling. Excellent. Oh, the camera's a bit far forward here. There we are. Rotate that slightly. Oh, I'll fix it later. Right, let's go to Vancouver. Timing. Get myself in a slightly better seating position. There we go. Stabilised. Set takeoff thrust. Perfect. Takeoff thrust is set. Indications normal. Light forward pressure. Checked. Release forward pressure. There's the active sky wind coming in. Got a strong headwind here. Oh, nose coming up on its own, not good.
V1, rotate.
There we go. Oh, we're very sensitive in pitch now. Definitely a pronounced dead band
That's
though.
great.
Here's that. I need to have a look at my settings. I only put a little bit of back pressure and it's slightly rotating on its own. Oh, I forgot to mention on Unicorn Mars taking off. Oh well. Heading select. We'll just maintain runway heading till 7,000.
1,000.
1,000 feet. No, that's not working. I'll bug up. So the flight director bar should be pitching down a little quicker here. There's M1 at 1,500 feet RA. Climb thrust. We're above VT plus 15, which is the white bug on the PFD, and accelerating, so we can select flaps 1.
Calgary, Falcon 24 taxiing, holding for right, declare back, Golf Foxtrot.
There's the loss of lift with the flat retraction, very nice. And flaps up. We'll now route direct to OTAG. Oh, need to move away. Execute. LNAV available. LNAV
1,000 to go.
checked.
Counter traffic flaring, zero, taking off.
And apply buttons now. Our cruise level, there's no ATC. So we'll go straight to 380. So it's 380 set. I need to wait until 18,000 feet because of America. There we are, VNAV. Just accelerate, so pitch nose down, remember trim. I've done UPRT recently, so I've been stressing this to my students, so remember trim. Trim is just to relieve control column forces, pitch first then trim. As you accelerate you can anticipate trimming nose down. Yeah, it's nice, feels great. You have to take off jet soon as well. Oh, look at that. What's the mountains to the west of Calgary called? See them in the distance. Usually when you're accelerating, the flight director should command a slightly lower attitude just to accelerate to 250 knots a little quicker. It's pretty much tripped for 250 knots now. The Rockies. Ah, yes, I've heard of those. Right, all in trim. No input on the controls and the autopilot will go in. Command A, perfect. After taking off checks.
Larry 31, clear 29 for clear to southwest, okay.
Air conditioning and pressurization is 2.5, climbing, auto going up to 38,000 feet and set. Release the cabin crew. There we are. Altimeter is 2977, passing 10,400 for flight level 380 after takeoff. Checklist is complete. We're going to pre-cruise checks as well now. So fuel 4 pumps, 6.4 in the centre, lights coming up. AP's off, pressurisation 2.8 sets. Release the passengers recall as well. Pre-cruise checks complete.
Takeoff runway 29, Stampede 1 departure.
On our way, ETA is 2140. Oh, I didn't do my flyby. Ortho zoom level 17. PC's running very nicely. There's 20 Foxtrot Golf ahead. Oh, that looks fantastic, doesn't it? Very nice indeed. Oh, you know, some little Christmas jingles in the background.
Calgary traffic, Vision 5 Alpha Hotel, preparing to reposition runway 29, any traffic on the runway, please advise. Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4711 is lining up runway 29er, will depart in roughly 1.5 minutes for separation purposes. Calgary traffic,
Very nice. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Stratocast as a team climbed to tallest Rockies, Mount Albert and Mount Massive in Colorado. Now that one's very aptly named. Love that. Very nice. The aircraft's performing well. We'll set standard now. Approaching the transition altitude.
Welcome, Alpaca 4711. Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4711, departing for runway 29er.
For the snow. Now, does X-Plane 12... No, I think that's Ortho photos, but does X-Plane 12 snow and weather put snow on top of Ortho now? Sim's performing very nicely. The atmosphere looks great in X-Plane 12 now.
Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4711 is clear of runway 29er.
Sick livery. Very nice. So Active Sky maybe. I'll see how Active Sky performs today, but I might move to using it again. I used it every time in X-Plane 11 because X-Plane 11 default weather was rubbish. X-Plane 12 default weather has improved, but yeah, the last few days I've just noticed I can't get the visibility matching. The winds in Calgary weren't accurate at all. It put my winds. I was just 5 minutes before the stream. I looked at the winds in, and the windsock. The windsock was vertical, and it said light and variable. Whilst in Calgary, as we've just seen, it's very windy. So yeah, there's something going on with my live weather in X-Plane 12 at the moment. The default live weather, that is. Vanguard, it does, yes, but I think that just might be Ortho. Yeah, that snow there was just Ortho, so the big images. But the big images are so good now. Yeah, I think that's obviously a different photo, isn't it, that was taken. But the rest looks really good. Ah, lovely Christmas songs. It does look great, doesn't it? We better plan for Cat 3 then in Vancouver. Matosh, I had set up my Vancouver scenery for winter time, and I'm excited to see it. Very cool. Yeah, well, we've got live weather on, and we'll do a Cat 3. Contrails just started forming. This looks superb. Anyway, back to the business end. Matters, you're running live weather as well, so I might not see it. Let's have a little look at the latest weather in Vancouver. So we've got winds from the east, 2 statute miles. Okay, light rain, mist, few 400. So even off a Cat 1, that would be okay. They might not be in LVPs with this. Yeah, because the visibility is 2 statute miles. So that's yeah, that's only 2,000 meters. It probably would be on LVPs. ILS 08 left and 08 right, simultaneous parallel runway operations. Landing runway 08 left primary and runway 08 right secondary. Departing from 08 right, PDC available on request. Christmas ATIS available via voice. Inform AT of information Charlie. I think this is... Oh no, that is the VATSIM. The VATSIM one. There's no real ATIS. But there's quite... This is great now, you can fetch the VATSIM ATIS. So yeah, if you guys would like me to do an auto land, it's up to you. I could show you for demonstration purposes. There probably isn't LVPs in 4, so the runway probably isn't protected. So yeah, most airports go into LVPs when the RVR drops below a certain predetermined limit. On my head, it's around 500 or 600 meters, basically Cat 1 RVR. Some have 1,000 meters, or if the cloud base drops below sort of 200 or 300 feet. And then they go to LVPs. LVPs means the runway is now protected. You have to use the Cat 2, Cat 3 hold points as well. LVP taxi procedures, every airport will have unique rules in LVPs. Yeah, I mean, I can do an auto land, of course, or we could just do a Cat 1 down to minima. For the approach to be continued at minimums, we need to see some elements of the approach light system, the threshold lighting, centre line lighting, PAPIs, something along those lines. We've got to make a quite a quick decision as well. Ah, lovely Christmas music. Yes, I've actually done this on a stream before. We've done Vancouver to Calgary, a very old stream. I think 3 or 4 years ago, so I'm going to have to do a second line on the VATSIM on my flight data sim route map. Traffic nearby. Yeah, nice, good spacing here. Also Alpacas. Let's have a look on the VATSIM map. Yeah, the visibility is a little bit better than it was earlier. At the start of the stream it was 1.25 statute mile. It's improved to 2 statute miles now. Temperature is 7 degrees. It's probably burning off a little bit, the visibility. Just going to shut the door a bit. My friend's got to go to bed soon. Keeping her awake. Aaron, it's stressful trying to stay out of the way of other people. Oh, I'm sure you're doing a good job, buddy. Strike us like a line of reindeer. Too bad there's no AC-40 at the back to acting as the sleigh. That would be the biggest one that needs pulling. Look at this. Look at the scenery. They're spectacular. That's more like the Rockies in summer, though, isn't it? Oh yes, hear the Christmas songs. to Jersey. Ross, flight into Simmons Santa in front, carrying presents for the end of the stream. Yes, many gifts for my members after landing. I could run one giveaway in Vancouver or just leave it all to the end. I've just got the list randomizer. Literally, I'm just going to copy and paste the list as it is in Discord and roll it 3 times. Whoever's top 3 times will win the prize. Fantastic weather. So let's get my map out. Oh, there's a bit of turbulence I can see. Now, right over the Rockies, approaching Binvo. It's a huge mountain range, isn't it? It stretches for miles. Ooh, look at this few little airports here in this valley. Edgewater, Fairmont, Hot Springs. That'd be quite a cool stream, wouldn't it? To fly down this valley. Do some bush flying. Have a look outside. Oh, it's quite a wide valley, isn't it? Very nice. Look at this. The atmosphere looks great. It's a little bit of a haze. Oh, this is extremely Christmassy, this song. Turn it down a tad. We're at 38,000 feet. Optimum is 384, so that's looking good. Top of descent around 200 miles away. I can fetch the weather for forecast already. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if anyone knows this in chat, but the only way, or the way I've got all this information is I went on SimBrief, downloaded that little 738 FMS file and uploaded it there. I don't know if there's another way to directly fetch it from SimBrief yet, but that's the way I've been doing it in the mod. Look at that, wind's already in, love that. The altimeter in Vancouver 3007. Preset that now as well. Perfect. I wonder if we see anyone coming the other way yet. Oh, there's an Alpaca 465 inbound to Calgary. Wonderful view. Oh, is that turning or a bit of turbulence? You can see the altitude alert bugle in the cabin. Although do excuse the lack of snow. '48th group flight. 48 days of group flights. And all the days planning around that as well. 4 years ago. Yeah, that was pre-COVID. Crazy. You're also you serving a hot wine flight, perfect for Christmas time. Mulled wine, yes. I had. We went round my girlfriend's mum's house yesterday with her brother, and I had A few too many glasses of wine last night, so no wine today. It's quite merry. We're playing board games as well. Chicken Foot using dominoes as well. That was quite a good fun. And we played this great card game. I think it was called Sequel board game with cards. Or Sequence. Can't remember. Looking it up. Sequence the board game was great. Anyway, someone wants me to talk to them. It's Control. We've got some ATC finally on the group flight. Oh dear.
Charlie decimal 79. Like a 2 Christian 0. Christian 20 Foxtrot Golf, maintain 0.9er, Christian 0.79er less. Please sequence. Mark number 0.79 or less. Alpaca 20 from Golf. Vancouver Center, good morning. Flare 801 with sea level at 400.
It's going to get busier now, I fear.
801, the Vancouver Center, good day. Squawk 0715. 715, Flare 801.
It's just going to get lots of alpacas. Cards Against Humanity always lights up the mood. Didn't play that bad, Tiz. Classic. I know, Andy.
Vancouver Center, could you spell the waypoint? I'm having trouble finding it in my FNC.
So we have an SOP now by operator, set max continuous thrust. And let QNH blunder error, remember from my last tutorial, preset the QNH, or the inches of it. Vancouver Centre, hello, Alpaca 4801, maintaining flight level 380 to move.
Alpaca 4801, Vancouver Center, good day, Squawk 0724.
0724, Alpaca 4801.
Alright, 801, thank you, you're identified, same number.
Decimal 78 can go faster, start wherever we like, Flare 801.
801, maintain Mach 79 for sequence.
79 for sequence, Flare 801.
What is this Christmas music? Skip.
Alpaca 4801, thank you, you're identified, maintain Mach 80, Christian Mach 79 or greater sequence.
79 or greater, Alpaca 4801. 79 or greater, what we'll do, we'll give him 795.
80, Christian 4801, maintain 79.
Maintain decimal 79 exactly, Alpaca 4801. No, 79 exactly. Perfect. So 79's in the box, aircraft's going to maintain that. That's sequencing. Perfect. Yes, just got the Christmas roster out as well. I'm working Christmas Eve, but I finish at midday, and then it actually falls.
Get back center 134.2 good day.
What's that for me?
Contact Center 134.2, thank you very much, have a good day.
There's a lot of frequencies that sound the same. Yes, got the Christmas roster out. I'm working Christmas Eve, and it happened to be my day 5, so I'm gone for Christmas Day anyway, so that was great.
Vancouver Center, Pegasus 284, do I got time for a quick bathroom break? About a minute.
That is
Okay,
quick.
284, you got 5 minutes, stop. Appreciate it, 284, we'll be right back. 284, before you leave, can you go to Mach 82 for me? Mach 0.82 confirming?
Let's go fast.
Mach 0.82. We can do 82, that's going to be about as fast as we can go. 284. Good, thanks a lot. Vancouver Center, good day. Alpaca 4711
Oh yes,
over at
correct,
Binvo, passing flight level 320.
Still have the Calgary VOR
340.
tuned, but there isn't really
I got 47.
anything en route we can change it to.
Squawk 0716. Squawk 0716, Alpaca 4711.
Vancouver doesn't even have a VOR.
I got hello,
Well, it does to the south.
3008, questions 3007, running 8, ready, descent level 210.
QH 3007, descend flight level, say again, Alpaca 5 right.
Greg, off from the 22nd to the 4th. Very nice.
210, when ready.
You're not a school teacher, are you, Greg? It was Joe's
Alpaca
time.
5 right.
2 weeks.
Vancouver Center, hello, Alpaca 9 Kilo, just leveling flight level 380, that's boost.
Micah 9 Alpha Kilo,
See, it's fantastic.
squawk 0741.
Look at this here.
0741 for Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Micah 40711, welcome, you're identified. Same
He's going to be dreaming alpacas later.
I currently mark decimal 76.
Well, the Vancouver event officially starts now.
4711, roger, maintain Mach 76.
Train
right.
owning company. Oh, I think I knew that.
Effect for sequence.
Absolutely.
Maintain
Members working
Mark
on the
76,
train
turn right
network.
20 degrees for sequence, Alpaca 4711.
See,
Micah 9 Alpha Kilo.
somewhere halfway to the left is Castlegar.
I'm going to be maintaining decimal 78. What would you like, sir? For
And
Alpaca
you're off
9
20
Kilo.
seconds and 4 for much beer and mince pie shall be consumed. Oh, yes.
77.
Yeah, mince pies, gorging, yes.
20 degrees for sequence.
Ah. Finally got a TV aerial on the house as well. I didn't have a TV aerial.
787,
So we can watch
confirm for
crappy
Alpaca
Christmas
9
TV.
Kilo.
Alpha Kilo, maintain Mach 78. Correction, decimal 78 for now. And turn left 20 degrees for sequence.
Okay, Mach decimal 78 and left 20 degrees for sequence in Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Maybe we'll give Active Sky a go.
Vancouver Center Pegasus, American 284 back on the flight deck. And 284, welcome back.
Vancouver Center, good day, Alpaca 7924, flight level 302, flight level 340, inbound, bingo.
7924, Vancouver Center, good day, squawk 0721.
0721, Alpaca 7924.
Perfect.
Vancouver, control, hello, this is Vision 5 Alpha Hotel, passing 310 for 320, inbound booth.
Got the Drake 5 Alpha Hotel, is that correct?
Vision 5 Alpha Hotel.
Jet 5 Alpha Hotel, Vancouver Center, good day, squawk 07. Correction,
Sorry guys, I was
0717.
just sending a message. Castle.
Micah 7924.
Can-
Thank you, you're identified and maintain.
What is Castlegar, Aaron and Castlegar? I don't know, I've never heard of it.
Micah 7924, sorry, second.
We are cleared for 340.
7924, that is correct. Creation Vision 5 Alpha Hotel, thank you, you're identified. Maintain Mach
I'm gonna have to look up this
74
Castlegar.
for
I've never heard
sequence,
of it.
turn
I'm
left
curious.
20 degrees.
Castlegar is a community in the West Kootenay region of British Columbia in the Selkirk Mountains.
Flare 801.
It is a regional
maintain
trade and
Mach
transportation
78.
centre with a local economy based on forestry, mining and tourism. Apparently, it's a nice place to live, according to Google. I have to get my map out. It's down here, or what? Oh, the ortho images there aren't as clear. You can sort of see where the tile changes.
Echo 4, question 1, Echo Delta, contact center
Start setting up
134,
now.
decimal 2, good day.
Or very shortly.
Second frequency for Paco, Echo 10.
Vanguard has a very difficult
When I go
approach,
down to
supercharging with very
134,
high
decimal
mountains.
2.
I should be aware of reading the more here. 12.3. So if an engine went popped or we had to descend quickly, we'd probably go to the highest now. So go down to around 13, 14,000 feet.
Contacting approach 128.6 Lufthansa 492 heavy, many thanks.
7924, thank you, you're identified and maintain Mach 74.
Maintain 74, Alpaca 724.
Flare 81, correction 801, turn your right to 15 degrees for sequence.
15 degrees for sequencing will be 270 for us, flare 81.
Perfect.
Taka 9 Alpha Kilo, proceed direct to booth on course.
Oh, I told her seen it. Some idiot always crashed into me taking off from the other runway and not announcing anything on Unicom. Oh, lovely. Was that as you were taking off from runway 29? Was he on 35 left, 179? Oops.
We got 696, Vancouver, good day, squawk 0733. Squawk 0733.
Chris, do you have failures on for group flights? I don't. Just because I would quite like to get to the planned destination.
Like 12 at Foxtrot, contact approach 1286.
Alright, let's have a listen to the ATIS anyway.
Approach on 1286, Alpaca 1 Juliet Foxtrot, cheers. 4711, proceed direct booth on course.
124.6.
Proceed direct booth, Alpaca 4711.
Alpaca 4711, speed restriction cancelled.
08 left and runway 08 right.
Speed up,
Simultaneous
4711.
parallel runway operations in use. Landing runway is runway 08 left primary and runway 08 right secondary.
Perfect.
Departing runway 08 right. PDC available on request.
Too much
Airline
noise.
park between gates 40 and 906. Contact north ground on 127.15 for clearance. Christmas aid is available via voice.
Christmas aid is
Inform
via voice.
ATC you have information document.
Perfect. Well, we've got information Delta.
679.
Yeah, the weather's improved, guys. 2 statute miles, rain and mist, and few at 400. So we'll do a Cat 1 because they wouldn't be an LVP for that weather. It's fine for Cat 1. When an airport goes to LVPs, it slows the entire operation down. So busy airports don't do it unless they have to. But yeah, landing on the easterly, we can expect 08 left as well, coming in from sort of the northeast. So we'll plan on 08 left and we'll start setting up now. So, descent forecast winds we've already fetched, fixed rings in. As I said, we're going to plan for 8 left.
Alpha Hotel, proceed direct to booth on course.
10, it'll be a 5 mile configuration because we're in IMC today. We're just picking up the Vancouver VOR, look. So fixings are in, and we can now check the routing in the FMC. So Canuck 5, it's called via Booth. So starting at Booth, go to Vitev 210 below, then to Stave Lane, don't know, 250 knots, 10,000 to 14,000 feet. Mills Basra 10,000, Sebolg 8,000, Aplex 5,000, and then Vinlo. So I expect a cheeky little shortcut at some point.
01, maintain Mach 76.
So I'm just going to modify the routing. So
9 Alpha Mike, Mach 76 too.
Sorry, is that for 9 Alpha
what we're going to do at Vilno.
Mach 9 Alpha Kilo, that is correct, maintain Mach
Vinlo,
76.
we're going to be around 5,200 for a shortcut. So what I'm going to do is change that to hard altitude of 5,000 feet.
Whatever you say.
And that's just going to help with descent planning. So we'll aim to be at 5,000 feet here. We might get turned in early. If so, we'll just have to quickly descend. I'm going to bring the speed back as well. Well, we'll have to be at 210 knots by Vinlo anyway. And then that's it. So it's an RNAV SID, just straight line. It's how it is everywhere now. And there's no other points to really mention or highlight on that arrival. Just keep on a straight line after Vinlo if we've not been cleared. Let's have a look at ILS 08 left. That's Calgary. Oh, does this DME read 0 at the threshold? No, 0.2.
Inbound Binvo, just climb to fly above 330.
Anyway, Let's have a look at the ILS. 11055.
Lima X3, Vancouver, Santa Good Squawk 0773.
0773 in the box, I'll pocket 3, Lima X-ray.
ILS is now active, box 1 and 2. Course 083. And 083. Minimums we've got down here then. So for the Cat 1 ILS 213, RVR 2,600 feet or half a statute mile, and it's 2 statute miles. I think that's how it works. I always forget this when I'm in the US or Canada. I'll set the minimums 213. The RVR is what's controlling, you see, for the approach band. It's always the RVR. Oops. 213. So we've got the frequencies, courses and minimums set. So let's have a look at the chart from top to bottom. So minimums we've set, elevations 13 feet, radar RNAV required, we've got RNAV and radar will be approached, safe altitude within 100 miles, 12,800 feet, interesting.
Alpha to the center.
No procedure turn authorised, simultaneous approaches, localised, reliable, only within 10 degrees of the sense line, non-RNAV, so if you're in your Felis 747, must obtain missed approach instructions from ATC, yes, because this is, SEPSI point is not based off of VOR. Okay, it's just an RNAV point, so it had to advise ATC. So yeah, make a left turn in LNAV to SEPSI. It's all coded. 08 left, left turn hold at SEPSI. Perfect, SEPSI's there, near the arrival point. Happy's left, full lights available. And the missed approach altitude is quite low, 3,000 feet.
You might be away.
Cool.
Okay, thank you. I'm about to go complain to the tower so they won't answer.
Zero Papa Alpha, I just realized I had the wrong key for the whole time. Zero Papa Alpha, thank you, identified.
So 8 left then. Plan to vacate either Mike 3 or Mike 5.
260, Zero Papa Alpha. I missed the second part.
And then we'll aim, well, we'll see where they park us.
Zero Papa Alpha, 260 is
Guess on the international terminal. And then we can expect taxi out to 08 right. It's quite a cool layout. Well designed. And we'll go Lima Victor, 08 right. Perfect. So we'll aim for, yeah, Mike 1's ambitious, Mike 3 doable, if not Mike 5.
Mach 79 or less. Proceed direct to booth on course.
I'll punch it into the performance go closer anyway. So 08 left.
Like 265 road to the Gulf. Vancouver information.
Just checking the weather in Vancouver then. So 1106.
When ready, descend 50210 and expect runway 08 left.
Temperature is 7.
Down to 3007, descend, flight
Altitude is 3007, which is about 1018.
Expect 08.
Flat 30. We use reverse credits. It's been raining, so we'll use wet with reverse thrust. So we'll arrive at 3.7 for Seattle. We need 2.4, so we've got plenty of gas. Over 30 minutes. 1.1 tons to burn. Ah, look at that, 1.1 tons. So its landing weight is exactly 61 tons.
284, probably 8 left, but it's
Flat 30 on a break 3, 2,000
left for me, but full justice needed. American 284. Like a 9 Alpha, Elo proceed direct to correction. You already direct booth.
Approach, briefing all complete.
Continue
Let's have a look here in chat then. Oh, I'm just catching up here in chat. There's a lot been going on here. Sorry, I was busy to myself setting up. Do you have another couple plane stream plan? Not at the moment, Uros. We will do one again at some point. Oh dear, Donna Mosina, you're having issues with this plane flying in front of me out of nowhere. Great. Maybe wants to be your friend. Aaron coming up on my hometown, Vernon to the right, Kelowna to the left. There's some really good RMP radius to fix approaches through the Okanagan Valley. I'll probably fly past that, Aaron. I've only just seen that comment. Very good. All the nice alpacas of spacing, and then there's 699 which spotted even without a flight plan. Wow. Edo, Alpaca 465 is almost in Calgary.
4801, runway 8 in Vancouver, information echo, altimeter 3007, when ready, descent level 210.
Scopied, expect the Calgary 5 when ready to descent flight level 210, altimeter 3007, Alpaca 4801.
One step on 4801, last station, go ahead.
Is that for flare 801?
Negative, that was for Alpaca 4801. Other flare A4801, runway 8 in Vancouver, altimeter 3007, information
It's
echo,
flare now, though.
descent level 210.
Echo plan of the 8, so now you're down to 210, flare 801.
That's crazy. I chose Alpaca 4801 because it's the 48th group flight, 01 the first sector. Have a guess what the second one is, Alpaca 4802, and we've got a flare 801, call sign confusion galore. BWJC, love all your streams, I've been wondering this for a while now. If you fly somewhere to Canada and it's minus 35 below zero and you get held up for 10 hours, do you shut the engines
Alpaca 30 Lima X-ray
down? So,
And then,
if you fly somewhere in Canada and it's minus 35 below zero, you get held. When you say held up and you shut the engines down, do you mean holding on the apron or shutting the aircraft down or in the hold? Well, no, surely not in the hold, it's 10 hours. But yeah, if it's below sort of minus 25, minus 40, there's additional procedures to get the engine started. But we never get those sort of temperatures in Europe. We've got a supplementary procedural guidance for those sort of extreme cold temperatures.
Max 75, Alpaca 30 X-ray.
Yeah, that flare guy was ahead of me anyway. Just a lot of hilly terrain around here. Rockies long gone in the distance.
Vancouver control, vision 5 Alpha Hotel, request
Vision?
top cockpit.
Fish, Christian Vision, 5 Alpha Hotel, approved, let me know when you're back.
Good day, Vancouver Center, Switch at 354, 13,200 for 16,000.
Jet 354, Vancouver Center, good day. Proceed direct to Janek on course, climb level 260.
Check on course, level 260, West Jet 354.
Time checks. Any opportunities? We've been direct to boost pretty much since we left Calgary.
Go 10:30.
It must be a popular sector, Calgary to Vancouver. I bet there's a lot of flights a day.
Christian, actually, I disregard for now.
So I've read back into descent clearance, but I think that was for flare jet.
Go 10:38. Are you too late for a hold at Mary?
Just go 1038. If you give us a vector, we can come back and hold at Merit, but by the time we get it set up, we might go past it.
You go to 1038, Roger, no problem. In the right, heading 300 for sequence.
Right, heading 300, just go 1030.
Ooh, quite a lot of traffic to the right of us as well. Ah, so there's a flare jet. Oh, he's already got his descent clearance. Oh, so I'll just double check with the controller approaching top of descent. I'll ask him now. Vancouver Alpaca 4801. I think I took the flare jet clearance earlier. Have we been cleared on the arrival?
I got a 4801. You were clear to descent, and I believe you are direct to booth. There is no clearance on arrival in Canada.
That's understood, thank you. Cleared to descend with the arrival Alpaca 4801. Excellent.
Canada 8, reject about descent.
So confusing in America and Canada. I always get confused with these procedures. Right, I know I can set all the way low. I'm going to set 210 initially.
Hello again, information echo in Vancouver, altimeter 3007. When Christian running 8, when ready, descent level 210.
Ocean Echo, altimeter 3007, when ready, descent level 210, Air Canada 8 at the end.
He must be in the French French-speaking part of Canada.
Park 9 Alpha Kilo, Vancouver running 8, altimeter, information echo, altimeter 3007, when ready descend level 210.
Landing on the 8.
So he's been cleared 210. I'm just going to say 210 initially, see what happens.
I believe we said Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Alpaca 4711, running 8 Vancouver, information echo, altimeter 3007, when ready descend level 210, maintain Mach 7.
Now approaching top of descent point, let's see how VNAV behaves passing top of descent.
Runway 8 to Vancouver, when ready descend flight level 210, we can have a look at echo and maintain Mach 77, Alpaca 4711.
Oh, VNAV's had a jump straight to 200 feet.
Controller, Lufthansa 492 Delta,
High.
level 470.
Okay, but it's a much smoother transition.
Lufthansa 492
In reality, the
Delta,
thrust limit
Vancouver,
reduces half the speed of that. It's very quick in the mod. But it's transitioned, yeah, it's put itself a little bit high. In reality, VNAV transitions from the cruise to descent perfectly on profile. And I've noticed the mod is a bit buggy when it transitions from cruise to descent. And you can see, look, it's put itself 500 feet high into VNAV speed. So VNAV speed, it pitches for this speed, decimal 78, not the path at the moment. And look, without doing anything, we're now 800 feet high. So that is sort of adjusting there. It's getting a bit cloudy here. Look at the fog and visibility. And the mist. The sky seems to have improved. Ooh, it's a bit weird. The graphics are a bit weird when you zoom in.
Information echo in Vancouver, altimeter 3007, running 8 when ready descend level 210.
Information echo will...
Yes, Domino Moosina, how's your buddy go? You've been shot down.
When ready to 210.
Flown into you.
So
210, there's a slight level segment here, because Booth we want to be level at, or Vitev, sorry, level at 210 on a very brief level segment.
When ready descend level 210. Lufthansa 492 Delta, information echo, QNH, altimeter, sorry, 3007, and
Anyway, missiles, that was sorted out.
when ready descent 210.
So, what is that? The VNAV's not done a great job here. Use a bit of speed brake. Yeah, the speed brake's much better now. It's sort of the right appropriate amount of drag. Used to be too effective. Probably get 5,000 feet per minute now. Yeah, and we're accelerating max. It's quite normal. Just want to capture the profile because that is a restriction at VTEV. Remember, we've got to be at or below flight level 210. So that's why I've got the speed brake out now.
264 to 84. Again, 284.
Mark, love the Canadian livery. I'll be rocking the Alpaca Retro colours. Exactly. Glad you got into Discord as well, finally. Thank you very much for your patience. You did ask several times, so I've tried to do everything, and there was nothing you were doing wrong. There was an issue. There was an issue with the Discord server syncing automatically. It had stopped doing it, so you weren't the only one. Come on, come on. Should be VNAV past 1,000 feet per minute. Come on. Should be pitching up a bit more aggressively than this. VNAV needs a bit of tweaking here. So it should do 1,000 feet per minute now because it's low on profile, but I opened the window on profile and it's got itself 1,000 feet there. It's still sort of pulling up. It's a little bit too gentle. Do you often deploy spotters that are high in real life? Absolutely, Stephen, yeah. You can use it at any height. And at any speed, there's no restriction. But yeah, if you've been held high from the cruise level, you descent meter restriction, then yeah, use speed brake. You've got to be careful approaching your cleared altitude level though, just to reduce your rate of descent to avoid any potential RAs. That's better.
Like for 801, turn right 30 degrees for sequence.
Right 30 degrees for sequence. Alpaca 4801.
Alpaca Whiskey 4
I think it
Michael
was
level
268, wasn't it? Probably not as much as that. Oh, a little bit close to our alpaca colleague. So don't worry so much about the restriction now. We'll try and do our best to make it a beam. So we'll leave it in VNAV path. Should now start descending a little steeper.
Alpaca Whiskey 4 Mike,
Following the
level
path now.
340.
There's the rate of descent increasing. To follow the path.
Alpaca Whiskey 4 Whiskey Vancouver 7 negative squawk 0743. 0743, Alpaca Whiskey 4 Mike. Vancouver Sun Area, Canada 223 into deer.
Oh, it looks like we're over a desert here.
Level 340. The 223, welcome, squawk 0757. 0757, 223. To Charlie, Whiskey, Alpaca Whiskey 4 Mike.
Open the speed window now, so it stays in path with common VNAV, and now the auto throttle's just going to maintain descent target speed 273 knots, which is our econ descent speed, costing the X30. Domino, which frequency to contact? Didn't get a ding. We're on 133.7, which is the only frequency I've been on. Not no worries, just delighted to have made the group flight, so thanks to help. My alpaca debut is going swimmingly. Temps very polite. be careful.
20 Foxtrot Gold, sorry, my mistake, you should be with approach. Contact 128.6 now. 26 Alpaca, 20
I think
Foxtrot
that'll
Gold.
be our next frequency then.
At 456, proceeding to Ignix on course.
Bit of high terrain below us. Look at that. And there's the Christmas music stopped.
792 at level 360.
Vision 5 Alpha Hotel, turn right, heading 300 for sequence.
Don't tell me he's going to put a flare jet in
5
front of
Alpha
me.
Hotel, turn right, heading 300 for sequence.
Oh, that's him going on.
Turn right heading 300 for sequencing, Vision 5 Alpha.
Vision. Oh no, that's someone else. I don't know. Let's see what happens to us.
Roll Papa Alpha, descend 5020.
Papa Alpha, descend flight level 20.
Very nice. Matters, do you have SATCOM? I hope you're charging extra for that.
Got 4801, contact terminal 128.6, good day.
128.6, Alpaca 4801. Bye bye.
801, contact approach 128.6.
Flare jets.
565 Heavy Vancouver arrivals, good afternoon, runway 08 left, altimeter 3007, descend 8000, expect the outlet Zulu 0 left approach. 01 8000, Air Canada 565 Heavy.
Vancouver, hello, it's Alpaca 4801, descending flight level 210. We were given a sequencing heading of 268 degrees.
Alpaca 4801, Vancouver arrivals, roger, runway 08 left, altimeter 3007, you can expect the outlet Zulu 0 left approach.
Pilot 08 left, Alpaca 4801.
Arrival Canadian Flare 301, information echo level
4801.
210.
I forgot to give information.
American 284, descend 3000.
Busy, busy.
Down to 3000 for American 284.
See what it does with us.
American 1717, turn left heading, or correction right heading 360, vectors to
I've been spat off from here, look. The flare jet going on, carrying on, look.
American 1717, descend 3000.
I hope he realises I'm still on this heading. See what happens. This could be a real mystery. I don't know what's going to happen to us.
01, Vancouver arrivals, good afternoon, runway 08 left,
Where we go?
3007.
To Alaska we go.
10,000, expect the LS Zulu 0 left approach.
Yeah, slight right turn, I'll be on my way to Anchorage.
08 left, flare 01. Alpaca 4801, turn left heading 180.
Left 180 degrees, Alpaca 4801. That's better. But it looks like the flare jets 801. Ooh, he's
Alpaca 56 Mike,
just
maintain
ahead.
180 knots or greater till 5, contact tower 115.
This guy's also doing the vectors into the airport as well, so he's got a huge area to cover.
and Tower 119.55, Alpaca 56 Mike.
That looks fantastic.
American 1717, turn out heading 0.
Yankee Fox just landed in Vancouver, definitely super. Yeah, did sound it.
Heading 050, clear Island Zulu.
When the visibility gets below a certain level, we fly at Mark Brady, something called a monitored approach. So when it's not a Cat 2 or Cat 3, but the visibility is for a Cat 1 ILS, it's when the cloud base is 300 feet or less, and visibility less than 1,000 meters. So that means the FO flies it, captain lands it when he's visual. So yeah, we should be fine for the Cat
4801, descend 9,000.
Send 9,000 Alpaca 4801. 9,000 level change.
And approach hello Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, descend to flight level 260-210 inbound to booth.
3007. Now let's route, because it's not an Airbus, you need to update the FMC. So we'll route direct to Mills, which is slightly off to the right, execute, and we've got a much more accurate sort of VNAV profile now. So I'm going to go back to VNAV. That is the 801
Back 481, turn left heading 3130.
Is that heading?
Back 4801, turn left heading 100, or direction 130.
Left 130 degrees, Alpaca 4801. Damn the flare jet, he's got in front of me. What, this has been awful.
American 284, turn left heading
He's picked me here. Outrageous. I've not been given any speed. Right, I'm going to just go VS here for a second.
Back at 28 Foxtrot Golf, descend 4,000.
I've been put in trouble. I've gotten into trouble here. This is outrageous. I'm now going back to Vancouver. I'll leave them to it. There's a lot of traffic.
American 284, continue the turn, heading 110, cleared ILS Zulu, area left approach.
Continuing.
It's like Sims Christmas.
Continuing the turn to 110 and cleared ILS 08 left approach. American 284.
American 1717 to number 2, contact tower 119.55.
119.55, American 1717.
Busy, busy.
Back 4801, proceed direct to lane, rejoin the 5 arrival.
That's only for the arrivals on 08 Alpaca 4801. That's the waypoint I removed because I didn't expect it. So it's LAN was the name of that waypoint. I've got weird. So LAN execute. Let's just go to that waypoint first, LNAV, and then after LAN to Mills. The restriction at LAN was to be 14,000 to 10,000 feet. So what we can do, we'll just put in the FMC 14,000 feet or below, and we should be pretty much on close to profile for that. So 14,000 feet or below at LAN. There we are. Oh, look at that, not far off at all. So we can go LNAV and VNAV again. Perfect. So yeah, if you get rid of the waypoint, you can just type it back in, no problem at all. Just type it into the scratch pad, and then execute, and it'll redirect it. Seatbelt signs.
Yes, I did. Descend 4,000.
No, it looks like we're not doing the parallel today, Andy. I know that last group fight was epic, wasn't it? Although, caught right up with me now. Look, I was ahead of this guy. I was in this gap here, and I've managed to move backwards by 10 minutes.
I got 4711, Vancouver arrivals. Good afternoon. Runway 08 left.
So you're right behind me now, Andy.
Descend 10,000. You can find the Atlas Zulu 0 left approach.
It looks like they don't need both runways at the moment.
Left, altimeter 30011, say again altitude, Alpaca 4711.
10,000.
Then 10,000, Alpaca 4711. Thank you,
Perfect. Back on profile now. Now LNAV, VNAV seems to be, well, VNAV seems to be working much better.
American 284, contact tower, your number 2, contact tower 119.55.
119.55 for American 284.
It's probably active sky.
Back 4801, maintain 290 knots or less.
290 knots or less, Alpaca 480. I'm currently doing 270.
Right.
So we'll leave it on our econ descent speed.
American 8 Heavy, Vancouver Ravels, runway 0.
Oh, we better actually, to be fair, best reduce it to 250. Yeah, max speed at lands 250 anyway, so what we'll do, it's because I got rid of the restriction. Change that to 250. So FMC speed.
Aircanada 565 Heavy, descend.
Should get retard arm really.
Descend 3000, Aircanada 565 Heavy.
Should get the, oh yeah, drag required. We got it, perfect.
4801, say speed.
So there we are, the aircraft will now level off at 14,000, so it's a brief level segment here. I'm going to push out into vent just to descend at 1,000 feet per minute now. So out of vents. There we are, aircraft's now going to descend at 1,000 feet per minute at 250 knots.
And it's 4,000 on the altitude. 1,000, sorry, flare 801.
Sort of getting into a bit of cloud here, just hitting the tops of it. So we're going to turn on the engine anti-ice.
Station calling Vancouver Rebels, they call sign. Jets go 1038. Jet go 1038, Vancouver Rebels, runway 08 right, altimeter 3007, descend 10,000 on the ILS 08 approach.
Looking good so far.
We'll descend 10,000, we'll plan for the ILS 08 right approach for Jets go 1038.
Looks looking busy here in Vancouver. Oof. Alpacas, we've got all sorts there.
Back at 20 Foxtrot Golf, 2 knots hitting 180.
This seems to be going well, just the right amount of traffic really.
Heading 180, Alpaca 20 Foxtrot Golf.
Alpaca 20 Foxtrot Golf, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, 20 Foxtrot Golf.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to be a bit late guys. I plan to be off block on the second sector.
4801, maintain 230 knots.
Reducing 230 knots, so back at 4801.
Check out 1038, maintain
Just going to level change 230
knots.
Yeah, I'm due out again on the second sector, 2215 Zulu, which is 45 minutes from, well no, 40 minutes from now on the landing jets. Delay codes, need a delay codes.
We're 285. Roger, maintain 2, let's make it
230 is the new speed. Level change now, just to basic pitch mode so the aircraft pitches for the speed.
Alpaca 20 Foxtrot Golf, turn left heading 011, cleared ILS Zulu, 0 left approach.
F110, cleared ILS Zulu, 08 left. Alpaca 20
To the Mr. Merc we go.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo, maintain 230 knots.
Reduce 230 knots, Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo.
Good sequencing here.
4801, descend 4000.
Send 4,000, Alpaca 4801. 4,000 feet is set. 3007 as well. So I'm going to use speed brake now because I'm expecting a bit more of a straight in. When you're downwind, guys, nice sort of rule of thumb. If you're expecting vectors to run a 10-mile final, you want to be around 6,000 feet to beam the runway when you're on vectors. You're around the right height, probably going to be around 8,000 feet here. This VNAV profile is obviously based on us being a bit higher and going out a little bit longer. All the way out here, look. Right, we'll turn off this cheesy Christmas music as we're going below 10,000 feet.
Air Canada 8,
right, just dip below profile the speed brake here. Right, 10,400, 4,000 feet, let's do the post-cruise checks. Lights. We usually leave the retracts off at this stage, we're going to turn them on. Angular bank 25 degrees, pressurization 3.5 and set, seatbelts on. Imagine the cabin is secure as well. Very cool, checks complete.
Packet 20 Foxtrot Golf, roger. Packet 20 Foxtrot Golf, maintain 180 knots and or greater until 4 mile final.
180 till 4, that's a good speed. Can't see anything now, look at this. We won't see anything until we approach the ground. Did I just see something? No.
Air Canada 565, turn right heading 360, vectors for final.
Right 360, vectors final, Air Canada 565.
Yeah, this looks good. Speed brake 230 knots, about 1400 feet per minute. Maybe a smidge more, but to be fair, the speed is reducing now, so it's going to pitch down. Yeah, that's better. Usually around 2000 feet per minute, I'd expect. 230 knots to 2300. That's better. Maybe a little bit more drag needed from the speed brake. It's not bad.
Back at 280 Golf, contact tower 11955,
So, let's see, well,
19555, packet 20 Foxtrot Golf.
hopefully it'll be turned in a bit sooner. So we're going to keep slightly below profile, just I want to be sort of a smidge lower. I'm expecting a shortcut. So I'll keep the speed brake out at 230 knots here.
I confirm today, 24 Federal 214, got a booth. Okay, two people stepped on each other. Sorry, second.
That's really hard to...
Today, Bucket 24, Federal 210, over at booth.
Yeah, if you're a controller, if you hear two people stepping on, try and guess what the controllers were.
Bucket 7924. Bucket 7924, Vancouver arrivals, runway 08 left, altimeter 3007. Descend 10,000, expect the LS Zulu approach. LS Zulu 8 left, my Echo Fissures.
That's
Flare
good.
801, turn left heading 180,
The
vectors
flare
final.
jet.
180 vectors final, flare 801.
Oh gosh, oh, I didn't know the flare jet was all the way out there. Ah, okay, now we're super low. I was hoping to slot in behind 20 Foxtrot Golf, but no, we're behind flare jet, right ahead of us. Oh, so we need to do like VS 500 feet per minute now. Oops. Stow the speed brake.
Flare 801, you still meet us at 240. Negative.
Oh, yes, we're gonna. I thought we'd be slotting in behind our colleague here, but no, flare jet be slotting in behind him, and he's 10 miles ahead of us. Right, best do the approach checklist, descent checklist, and after takeoff would have been done as well.
4801, turn left heading 110, clear
So frequencies 11055, 11055, the idents India Tango Lima, which checks on the chart. That's set once, twice. Standby instruments are set. Courses are set to 083.
Approach checklist. Altimeters and instruments.
Set and cross-checked.
Approach aids.
Checked and set.
Approach checklist complete.
Excellent. So we're going to go on to heading now, because we're approaching Vilno.
Air Canada 565, heavy, maintain 180
Heading select. And we're just going to keep routing direct to Ekman.
1024, Tower 1.
You can see how much lower we are on profile.
Air Canada 565.
Sounds like it's raining. Oh yes, you can see the precipitation. Horrible day.
Vancouver approach,
The soup.
Delta 742, heavy would be
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with Active Sky moving forward.
Cross
So as the default weather is definitely broken for me at the moment.
Delta 742,
Try my best to do a CDA, 10 degrees, don't get it,
007, descent 8,000, you can climb the ILS Zulu approach.
Roger, runway 08 left, and we do have Echo Delta 742.
Roger.
Welcome. Oh, someone subscribed.
4801, maintain, maintain 190 knots until 6 mile final, please. 190 to 6 mile final, flare 801. Contact 4801, turn left heading 180, vectors for final.
Left 180 out, back to 4801. Ah, turned out a bit too much. 180, so that's sort of a base leg.
Thank you very much, good day, applicant 2679, descend in, level 2.
Horrible day in Vancouver.
Packet 2679, Vancouver arrivals, runway 08 left, altimeter 3007, descend 10,000, upon the ILS Zulu approach.
Yes, I've bodged up my CDA here because of the flare jets.
2679. Packet 4801, turn left heading 110, clear ILS Zulu 0 left approach.
Left 110 degrees on the heading, cleared ILS 08 left approach, out back 4801. Perfect.
Packet 8, correction, flare 801, you're number 2.
Alright, correct sensing, localizers on the right, we've got the idents.
Approach, hello, Vision 5 Alpha Hotel, flight level 210, inbound, stave.
We're going to level off, but nothing I can do.
Vision
Never
5
mind.
Alpha Hotel, Vancouver Rattles, runway 08, right, altimeter
Or
30,
I could, once I'm localised, establish descent to 3000. He has cleared us on the ILS.
08, right, Vision 5 Alpha Hotel.
Keep the speed up here for ATC, because the aircraft's quite far ahead of us. Localiser live, localiser capture. Runway heading 0837. In the real aircraft it would have bitten onto out quiet by now. Out up there it went straight out hold. You would never do that. You go VS out quiet around 200 feet, 300 feet. Sort of dive down a bit, then out hold. No CDA for me. Uh-oh. Yeah, plenty of distance here. He's 8 miles ahead, so I'm going to keep the speed up for him as long as possible.
Packet 9 Alpha Kilo, turn left heading 180, vectors for final.
Left heading 180 degrees, vectors for final, Packet 9 Alpha Kilo.
He's slowed right down though.
There is the Department Alpha, Vancouver approach.
Right, glide slope's alive, so I do need to start slowing down, otherwise
Attack of 4711,
speed will run away from us.
3000.
Correct sensing on the glide slope, 1 dot, arm approach, and approaching 1 mile, select flat 4.
1038, descend 3000.
You must have flat 5 by glide slope capture, otherwise the speed will run away.
Attack of 9 Alpha Kilo, turn left
But when you're level,
110,
the speed will bleed off very quickly.
Left heading 110
There's green light, flat 5.
0 left approach, Packet 9 Alpha Kilo.
Glide slope capture, missed approach altitude.
4801, making 180 knots or greater till a 5 mile final. Contact tower 11955.
180 knots or greater till 5 miles, and tower 11955. Back to 4801, thanks ATC, bye.
Bye-bye.
Right, we're going to have to use flap 10 here because it's a little bit slippy today. Then that's what that blinking light is. That blinking light is the autothrottle saying I'm at idle thrust, I'm struggling to slow down here. Flap 10, tower's active, and the ground frequency we can put on standby. We've got north ground, which I'm guessing we want 12715. Good, I want to do 180 knots till 5 miles. And tower is 11955. Vancouver Tower, hello, it's Alpaca 4801, established ILS Zulu at 08 left and 9 miles, 180 knots till 5.
Alpaca 4801, Vancouver Tower, good day. Number 2 behind A737, max 8, reduce final approach speed, yielding number 2.
Reducing to final approach speed now, Alpaca 4801. Bit of coordination there for tower and approach. That happened to me once in Barcelona. Barcelona told me to maintain high speed,
2500.
and there was traffic really close ahead, so we did. As soon as we went to tower, he said minimum approach speed, and then we ended up going around at 500 feet because the aircraft ahead hadn't landed yet. So it's like, that reminds me of that. Right, he wants minimum approach, so gear down, flap 15, we are below 200 knots, that's fine. And the landing checklist to flaps.
Landing checklist. Start switches.
Continuous.
Recall.
Checked.
Speed brake.
Not again.
It's armed. Armed green light.
Armed green light.
Flap
Landing
30.
gear.
Damn.
It's down for a green. I'm not using it anymore. It does not work for me. Flaps, we've got 30 green light, waiting for our landing clearance here, guys. So yeah, 2 statute miles visibility. I'm going to use the wipers because knowing my luck, as soon as I get visual of the runway, it'll be all streaky. Usually you'd ask PM to turn those on. And we'll aim to vacate...
we'll go to Vancouver, exit right 1 table, contact north ground 127.15. 2715 for north ground, flare 0 rocket.
Yeah, looks good. Visibility.
480, wind 090 at 6, 0 left.
08 left, clear to land, now back to 4801. Excellent, clear to land. The top of the white bar, that's always 1,000 feet above aerodrome level on the 737. That's worthwhile noting. And in IMC, as we are today, we have to be fully established. Landing checks complete, except landing clearance to this point. Good. Pitch and power looks good. 1 degree 58. That's checked. Clear to land. Just disconnect. Now, usually in IMC, in these conditions, with hundreds of fare-paying passengers, I wouldn't hand fly in IMC like this. You'd wait until you're sort of visual. The minimum usage height for the occupier is 158 feet anyway. So remember, we need to see some elements of the approach lights to continue.
9 Alpha Kilo, Vancouver Tower, good day. Number 2 behind company 737, continue number 2.
So, I remember that stream we had once. We were going into Old Berlin Airport, Tempelhof I think it was, and Active Sky was doing some really weird stuff with the visibility. But yeah, I'll just move my point up slightly. Checked. 500 continue, fully established. Looking for those approach lights now.
400.
Approach lights in sight. So if you just became visual now and saw that, you can continue.
300.
Checked. Still utilise the flight directors. Follow the glide slope and localiser in these conditions. I'm slightly right of centre line.
200. Minimum.
Continue. It's very tempting to dive towards the runway when you see it as well. Just follow the guidance.
100.
That looks great coming out the mist, doesn't it? Fantastic.
50. 40. 30.
Check.
20.
Close.
10.
Hold the attitude. Oh, a bit firm. Ooh, we've arrived. Speed brake. Reverse. Oh, we could have made that exit. What a brake disarm. 100 knots. 80 knots. Cancelling reverse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vancouver. Bit of a firm one. Lovely conditions. And we'll take Mike 3.
4801, welcome to Vancouver. Exit right when able, contact Vancouver north ground 127.15.
I will take Mike 3, ground 127150, Alpaca 4801. Bye bye.
I got 9 Alpha Kilo 090.
Fantastic.
Clear 908 left.
What do you think, guys?
Clear 908.
That was the first time we've landed in some inclement weather. The mod was really nice. On final there. Superb. Over to ground. Vancouver ground, hello, Alpaca 4801, vacated 08 left at Mike 3.
Alpaca 4801, Vancouver ground, good afternoon. Gate 47, turn right on Mike, then Mike Juliet, and hold short of Juliet Charlie.
Gate 47, right on Mike, and then Mike Juliet will hold short of Gate Juliet Charlie, Alpaca 4801. Perfect. So, I'm going to go right onto Mike and Juliet and hold short of Juliet Charlie. Perfect. So, I'm going to go right here, Mike, Juliet, hold short of Juliet Charlie here.
Ground United 9963, we're still here, short hotel on Victor.
Yeah, very cool Stratocaster coming out of the fog, wasn't it? It looked epic. That was spot on. Exactly how it should look. Keep the wipers on intermittent because we've got a bit of rain on the windscreen. Clean up the aircraft then. Speed brakes up.
996.
Going flying again, so
contact, you're still
transponder
on
to
north
out
ground.
off.
Contact south ground
Trimmed for you.
121.7.
Order brake 2 off.
1.7 United.
Flying direct
996
2 off. 3,100 is fine. Set this to 100s. Oh, I should have put the engine anti-ice back on, and because we're in icing conditions, we'll leave them on until we park on stand. It's 7 degrees, so we're not in freezing conditions, but we're in icing conditions. Looks great, doesn't it? This is just stock scenery. Bit too much thrust up there. I turned the whole taxi inflow. Just want to turn on the taxi light. There we are. I enjoyed that sector. So yeah, the visibility was low, but nowhere near sort of Cat 1 minimums. We've got, I think it was the equivalent of around 2,000 metres visibility. You need 550 for a Cat 1, and we saw the runway around 400 or 500 feet. So yeah, this airport wouldn't be in LVPs right now.
Vancouver ground, good afternoon again. It's the Alpaca 2 Juliet Foxtrot. We're on stand 50, requesting push and start.
So right on Juliet.
Juliet Fox, Vancouver ground, good afternoon again, sir. Push and start your discretion.
And we're expanding stand 47.
Push and start at discretion, we'll call you for taxi. Alpaca 2 Juliet Foxtrot.
You guys sound so professional. Sound so professional on the radio, just like being at work. You guys are really good.
Alpaca 9 Alpha.
Every time I do a
Kilo
group flight, guys are like,
Vancouver
yeah,
ground,
controllers are
I've
like,
got
these
a gate
guys are
right
great.
next to your company, gate 48. Taxi right on Mike.
Oh, you're going to be next to me, Candy. I'm on 47.
Charlie to the gate. Mike, Juliet, Charlie to the gate 48.
Oh, look at the pedals forming here.
And Alpaca 4801, you can continue your taxi, Juliet, Charlie to the gate.
Juliet Charlie for gate 47. We'll speak to you in a bit. Alpaca 4801. Perfect. Get the AP up and running. Fantastic, guys. Oh yeah, better put some Christmas music on whilst we're taxiing in here. Let's have a little bit of what have we got here? Caribbean Christmas. I've no idea what this could be. We'll go with it. Next right, Juliet Charlie. Oh yes, superb. Just what the doctor ordered. So we got rain and miserable weather here in Vancouver, and strong winds in Calgary. Maybe he's almost ready to put on the bus. Oh, look at that for timing. Stand 47 we're looking for then. There's 46 Alpha. Next right should be 47. There's us. Well, that was an interesting song. There we are. Stand 47. Master caution ELEC for the engine shut off. No. GSX in X-plane, unfortunately.
Alpaca 4711. Alpaca 4711, Vancouver ground, welcome. Gate 49er with your companies all around you there. Turn right on Mike and Juliet
Oh, I forgot to turn the
Charlie,
streams off.
gate 49. Gate 49, turn right
A bit of
on
more
Mike,
thrust
Juliet,
here.
Juliet Charlie, Alpaca 4711. Alpaca 4711, roger.
There we go. That'll do. Right, parking brake sets. Two blues, one red. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. First sector over. We're in Vancouver. Nice and safely. We best do the transit shutdown checklist properly here. So, all we need to do is pop the anti-collision lights. So firstly do the PA. Go doors to the manual and cross-check. Forgot how to say that. Welcome to Vancouver. 2000 standby. Go for the isolation valve, and seatbelt sign would come off as well. Anti-collision light off as well, and the N2's below 20%. There we go. We can now read the transit shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Electrical.
EPU on the bus.
Fasten belts.
Off.
Probe heat.
Off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Voice recorders.
Not again.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
On.
Air conditioning packs.
Auto.
Engine bleed.
On.
APU bleed.
Perfect.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Checked.
Start switches.
Off.
Auto brake.
Off.
Speed brake.
Down D10.
Flaps.
Up. No lights.
That's working.
Parking
That's
brake.
well.
Set.
Start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Transponder.
Stand by.
CVR circuit breaker.
In.
Cockpit door.
Unlocked.
Shutdown checklist complete.
Excellent. We've done it all and it's reset it now as well. Excellent. So there we go. Now I'm going to roll the giveaways after the second sector. I'll take a quick break as well. I'm due out at 15, and in 15 minutes I'm not going to make that as well. So I'll do a quick replay and I'll put you to the Be Right Back screen, just get everything set up on the second half there, and we'll get ready for the second sector. Thank you everyone so far for joining in for the group fight. It's been good fun, and I'll meet you back on Stand 47. But yes, we'll do the replay first. I'll just disconnect off the network briefly. Shotgun to Stand 47, by the way. And then we'll do the replay. Ah, I'm not ready for the replay music here. Oh, how unprofessional of me. There we go. There we are. Let me turn that down. Let's hope X-Plane doesn't crash. It's been a while since we've done 2 sectors. Ooh, steady X-Plane. Steady X-Plane. There we go. Seems okay in the mod, doesn't it? There we are. It's a bit firm, but... Yeah, flared okay. Yeah, you know what? It was alright. Oh yeah, rip FPS though. Oh, I didn't like it with all this rain visibility. Let's do one more from here. Coming out of the mist. Yeah, it was quite firm on mine. Well, it was more than acceptable. If I land like that tomorrow, I'll be happy. Sounds great. Very good. Right, anyway, I'll pop you in the wing view so you can enjoy the taxiing, and I take this opportunity to get everything set up in the background for the second sector. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, guys. Cheers.
42, roger, thanks.
Thank you very much for that intermission. I've got, I think, everything set up in the background for the return sector. We're now Alpaca 4802. There's 9 Alpha Mike. That's Andy next to us for his return call sign. A few alpacas here still. 4711. We've got 56 Mike over there. 67 2679 and 7924 taxiing in. So there's a lot of us around. 2 Juliet Foxtrot's on his way back to Vancouver for the Olympics as well. Horrible weather here. Horrible weather. Obviously, people are talking about your DJing there, Andy. Your Christmas music on your set. I've not listened into your radio station for some time. But yes, the air quality otherwise exactly as I left it. The APU is on. I put the APU bleed on as well, so we've got nice warm conditioned air coming into the cabin. No one uses GPU for this. Sector, so I'll terminate the flight leg. Now earlier on I did use the new Zebo feature loading everything, but it seemed to have got stuck with the cabin cleaning, so I'll try it again. I think it's under fuel weight balance. Oh, I always forget about this on the second set. Approach rating excellent, landing. Oh, great! What? 9 out of 10. Excuse me. Right, approach rating 5. Where's my landing? What did I do wrong on my landing? I need to know. Why did I get 4 stars, Zebo? See, it won't tell me. I want to know what my landing was. I mean, it must be a bug. Right. Let's load in the next one. Activate. So there's return sector. The status active, and it seems to be a bit slow, sort of kicking off. Earlier it was, and it after 20 minutes it was still cleaning the cabin. So I don't know if something's happened to that. I've downloaded the new file as well. The door's open, so we might hear some cabin cleaning going on. Anyway, we'll crack on whilst that's gone. So the first thing we need to do is get the ATIS. Jim's getting wet doing the walk-arounds. The ATIS is 124.6, which I think is still on.
Deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Right, so he started refueling. Sounds like they're cleaning the cabin. Oh, look at this! Alpaca Canada everywhere! Look at this, is superb! So it sounds like the cleaners are on board, cleaning the aircraft for the next sector. That's fine. We can get the ATIS, obviously, whilst all this is going on. Banging around the Hoover. Let's have a little listen into the ATIS.
300. Ceiling 1,100 overcast. Temperature 7. Dew point 7. Altimeter 3007. Approach ILS or on at runway 08 left and runway 08 right. Simultaneous parallel runway operations in use. Landing runway is runway 08 left primary and runway 08 right secondary. Departing runway 08 right. TDC available on request. Christmas aid is available via voice. Inform ATC you have information Frosty.
Information Frosty.
Cougar information Frosty. Weather at 21000 degrees.
That's brilliant.
09
10 out of 10.
Visibility 1 1/4 miles. Light rain. Mist. Fuel 300. Ceiling 1,100 overcast. Temperature 7. Dew point 7. Altimeter 3007. Approach ILS or on at runway 08 left and runway 08 right.
Information
Simultaneous
Frosty.
parallel run.
I love that. Did you hear that? Brilliant. Right, I've got the delivery frequency. Information Frosty covered. Noted 3007. We'll set the MFRA to 1020. I think some people must have been sick back there, the amount of cleaning they're doing. This is what happened earlier, and it just sort of bugged out. So we've got the weather. Let's get the FMC loaded so we can request the flight plan. There we are. Load. There we are, back at 4802. Cruise wind uplink ready as well, so we'll activate and execute departures. 08 right has already been selected. I believe it'll be an IGVEB 6. Oh, there isn't an option. Oh, everything's ready to upload. Interesting. So let's just have a little look at the SID.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
184 radio check.
I'm going to put a bit more extra fuel on here. Oh, it's directed DAPED. Ooh, what SID's that going to be? let's get the clearance first.
Canada 184 requesting I-4 to Calgary and full Foxtrot.
Oh, let's have a little listen in.
Air Canada 184, you are cleared to Calgary via the Vancouver 2 departure.
Vancouver 2.
Left-hand route from expect runway 08 right and squawk 6064. Your 2 departure, flight plan road, squawk 6064 and
I
runway
could
8
request the
right,
wings.
Canada 184. 184.
See, they're still cleaning back there. How do I get to stop cleaning?
Ground on 121.17 for pushback. 17 for pushback.
Well, now we've got the SID. We can carry on with the rest of the routing. So he said a Vancouver 2. That's confirmation bias. You should never listen to someone else's clearance and presume you've got it. But seeing he's going to Calgary, we'll use that for now. So routing information's in. Routes, we've got Vector Direct Daped and Norrit, and then IGVEC Norib arrival. Yeah, I was looking at the wrong arrival there. So IGVEC 6 is the arrival into Vancouver. That's from runway 1117, which are probably not going to get today. Probably going to go for the other arrival, the IGVEB 6. Oh yeah, which we've selected via Norrit or Texit. I'm going to select the ILS 29er. Oh, it's only RMP. That's fine. We can do an RMP approach. Oh, there is ILS though. Oh, it sounds like the cleaning's finally stopped. Maybe I wasn't being patient enough earlier. Good, there's no discontinuities. That's fine for now. Activate executes. Good. 0 fuel weight then. Oh, the problem is now that's now instantaneous, isn't it? So it's going to be the actual weight as we board. We need to get the actual 0 fuel weight. It's going to get a little bit more fuel as well.
Good day.
Just because there's a lot of us taking part today. So 5-7, 6-7. We'll take 1200. So we'll go 6-9 on the fuel.
4711. Cleared to Calgary.
Excellent. Oh no, is it information gingerbread now? Get out of here. I'm gonna tell him that we've got information frosty. Mark, remember when I said my flight was going swimmingly, I had to go around and then a sim free. Oh no, back to the base leg, note to self. Oh dear, oh dear. That happens sometimes though. That information Angel when I logged on earlier, brilliant. And the Vancouver SID, it's a straight out runway heading with vectors to Dapit. Very cool. Yes, I might get Zebo to. It'd be cool if we could get this changed to the actual final 0 fuel weight instead of the instantaneous one. Can I see what the actual final 0 fuel weight will be? How do I quit? Is there a quick loading the passengers? So, I'm sorry, I'm just sort of getting my way around how it all works now. Yeah, the 10% is going to be ages. Is there a way of quick speeding this up? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Right, what we're going to do is just... Oh, 6-7, that's fine on the fuel. 6-8, we called for 6-9 anyway, didn't we? So we're almost there. Yeah, so this takes a long time. I think it was 165 passengers. And we're looking for a 0 fuel weight of... let's have a look at my notes there. 57.6, 57.6, perfect. Right, that's that done. And now we can update that quickly. Good. Alternate then, 2.6 tons to get to YEG, is that Edmonton?
The Alpaca 9 Alpha Micron stand for
Cost index is 37,000 feet on the way back. Elevation is quite high in Calgary.
To Calgary via the Vancouver 2 departure. Flight plan route, expect runway 08
3,600.
55 at 2. Cleared to Calgary, Vancouver 2 departure, flight plan route.
Oh yeah, I can init ref on this stuff, can't I?
For Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike. Alpaca November, sorry, Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike. Feedback is correct. Contact ground on 1217 for pushback.
Yeah, it's instantaneous now. There we are, that's all in then. M1 limit then. Oh, performance data. I don't have anything for this airport, I'm afraid, guys. So, let's have a look. Yeah, I must try the PMDG again, because I know they brought more updates to the UFT now, haven't they? So have a look at that. 3,200 metres at this way, yeah, 22k is fine. Full takeoff, flap 5, CG is in, now it's 6.25 units. If you have to go to configure page, the configure realism thing. Ah, you can change it to speed up Stratocast. I'll have a look into that for the next stream. Thank you. Speeds will accept these wet speeds though. 31, 38, 45. 145 knots on the MCP. Perfect. Overhead panel then. That should be all set with the transit state last sector. Belts on now because fueling is complete. We don't need the probes on when icing conditions. Boarding through the air bridge, that's all set. Flight directors are on. The CYD, the Vancouver 2 departure, doesn't have a stop altitude, I don't think. Get it from ATC then. Non-jet aircraft do not exceed 165 knots. Until contact departure control 4000. No mention of a stop altitude. We'll confirm with ATC. But the runway heading's all correct. 083, so I'll leave that set to. Auto brake to RTO, reset fuel flow. And the rest is all set. Let's get our clearance. Vancouver clearance, sorry. Hello, it's Alpaca 4802. And we're on stand 47 information. We copied Frosty to Calgary, please.
Alpaca 4802. Clear to Calgary via the Vancouver 2 departure. Flight plan route. Expect runway 08 right and squawk 6636.
Cleared to Calgary, Vancouver 2 departure, then flight plan route of 08 right and squawk 6636, Alpaca 4802.
Alpaca 4802, feedback is correct. Just so you know, we are now on ATIS changer. And for pushback, contact ground on 1217.
1217 pushback, we'll listen to Ginger, Alpaca 4802, very good. Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, excellent. Right, well, I don't know what the clearance altitude is, so we'll leave that set to 4,100 until we get that confirmed by ATC. Information Ginger. And we've got a different ground frequency now. Ground south, I guess. 121.7 is now active. Just need to get the squawk in as well, which was 6636. Good, so we just need to complete the checklist, and we'll request push and start. We were due out, we're only going to be about 10 minutes late. That's not bad, that's quite typical. And I think had we not had those delayed vectors, we would have almost made an on-time departure. I just added, for those guys doing 2 sectors, just added 2 hours onto your original off-block time for the first sector, taking into account the flight time around an hour and 10 minutes, taxi in, half an hour turnaround as well. So it's worked out quite well. 22.15 was my off-block. Cool, so a little briefing for you guys. We're on stand 47, pushback most likely to face west, left turn onto Juliet, and then all the way, I guess. Ooh, hold on, no. Juliet, maybe right onto hotel. Ah, no, I could easily get lost here. Look at this.
Continue taxi Victor, Lima,
Juliet, Lima, cross.
13,
13, and then hold short 08 right.
Roger, Lima 6, continue, cross 13.
And then the CYD we're having a look at Vancouver 2.
08 right.
So climb heading 083 or as assigned by ATC. 083 heading, we'll just go heading select again departure. As simple as that. I love US and Canadian CYDs. Right, let's do the 4 start checks transit.
Before start checklist to the line. Gear pins.
Removed.
Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Yaw damper.
On.
Fuel.
So let me just get the pushback connected.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
So fuel require a minimum of 5.7. We've got 6.7 on board, so just that extra ton. And
checked.
4 pumps.
Fuel pumps.
On.
4 pumps on.
Fasten belts.
On.
Window heat.
On.
Air conditioning.
Apex Auto, bleeds on.
Pressurization.
So we've got Pax Auto, bleeds on, and the APU's running. That's set.
Set.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Instruments.
Cross-checked.
Auto brake.
RTO.
Parking brake.
Set.
Stab trim cutout switches.
Normal.
Radios, radar and
Oh yeah,
transponder.
SIM pilot. Yeah, not many people went the other way, did they? We all started off in Calgary. Oh,
Set and standby.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
oh thanks,
Takeoff
Andy, for that.
briefing.
Andy, what
Okay,
you
all
talking
doors
to me
and
in chat
hatches are
and in real
closed.
life.
Ready to connect.
Maintain 7,000. Thank you very much for that. I didn't read that properly at all. Perfect.
Discussed.
PA.
Perfect.
Complete.
FMC
Yeah, Mark, you're
CDU.
exactly right, as is Andy. If it states out on the
Set.
chart and you've not done one,
N1 and
that's not to follow.
IAS bugs.
N1 and IIS Auto. V-speed set.
Stab trim.
Set.
Performance, weight and balance.
Checked.
EFB.
Airplane mode and stowed.
Phones.
742,
Off.
contact tower
Flight deck
1187
windows and
for
cockpit
departure.
door.
Good day.
Oh yes, that's to come. So we'll go below line now.
Gala 742 going to departure. Good day.
There we are. Oh, it's an automatic changeover to departures, I think. Probably south for us. Departure south, 132.3 after tower. Tower will advise. Just wait for the cabin door to be closed.
I'm ground.
Just doing myself. The number one is.
Closed.
Doors.
Not again.
Ah! Forward entry.
Delta 742, yep, you can contact tower 118.7 for departure.
That was shut the door as well.
Delta
Ah!
742.
No! It's connecting! Ah! What have I done? Just have to close it manually. Thank goodness for checklists.
Closed.
Passengers.
Seated.
Before start checklist completed to the line.
Excellent. So let's go.
Alpaca 56.
Clearance.
You can contact tower 1187 for departure. Good day. Tower 118.7, Alpaca 56 Mike.
At Vancouver ground, good day, Alpaca 4802, stand 47, request push start.
Alpaca 4802, push and start at your discretion. Mind the traffic on your right and left.
Roger, Alpaca 4802. Canada, yes, do it my own. Right, where's the traffic? Should be okay. I think someone else is pushing as well, so we'll just do a straightish slight turn push.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Oh, I can barely see the taxi line. Oh, where is it? Oh, I can zoom in though. Can't, yes, I forgot you can zoom in. There we are. We'll make it a sort of a short push. God, look at that. Imagine doing that. We'll do something like that. There we are, a short push.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking
Just
brake.
checks below the line.
Before start checklist below the line. Air conditioning packs.
Off.
Anti-collision
Oh,
light.
don't look out for
On.
icing.
Parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Out of.
Before start checklist complete.
On our way.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Oh, it's a good preparation for me going back to work tomorrow. Oh no, Domino Cena explains crash for you. Greg Scott, yes, when you transmit, you can see the little COM1 icon. Yeah, that's an option X pilot. I have it on because it's a great way of just confirming you're transmitting. You guys can obviously see it as well. Good, starting engine number 2. Aaron, just prepping for the return flight. Very good, sir. Thanks for joining us. Excellent. N2, oil pressure,
Vancouver
N1,
ground, good day.
25%.
Alpaca 4711 at gate 49. Request push and start. Alpaca 4711. Vancouver ground, hello, yeah. Push in started, your discretion, mind traffic, and call me for taxi.
Yeah, us Europeans who are struggling with this push at your own discretion. We always, I've been requesting push to start for 12 years. Right, started cut out, Monterey engine number 2, 2463, 2 stable, starting 1.
And grab hello Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike, we're on gate 48. Just double checking, is it I'm discretion for the push, then call you for taxi.
Head 2.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike, I don't know what you got from delivery. You can push and start at your discretion. Just mind the 737 behind you.
That's me!
Yeah, push start at discretion and
But the pushback was doing so weird there.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike.
Should be enough room.
Vancouver ground, Canada.
Yeah, tight. Well, I better stop now though.
Charlie, looking to get to gate 41.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Suck it out. What's your
Canada
1?
223.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Too stable.
41
Hello,
is
Flywater. Hope you're
taken.
doing well, madam.
It
Watching
looks
along.
like,
Great way to end the
you're
weekend.
gonna
Super.
want 42 perhaps?
Half 10. Hope you haven't got an early still.
Air Canada 223, gate 42, taxi Juliet, apron your discretion.
It's good for me because I'm going on to Lakes tomorrow anyway.
Juliet, apron your discretion. Thanks for 223.
Disconnect engine wing anti-ice on for departure because we are in
Gangada, Bucket
ice
24, just to confirm, push at own discretion from stand 51.
He's going to be like...
Alpaca 7924, yeah, apron your discretion, push and start your discretion, sorry. Call me for taxi.
Check flight controls. Usually wait until the bypass
Push and
pin to
start
be
your
seen.
discretion, we'll call you for taxi, Alpaca 7924.
So is disconnected. Our
realised
white
my keys
gas bin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Right. Be cool. Just check. Bypass pin will do before taxi checklist. Good pin scene.
Before taxi checklist, generators,
On.
Flare
APU,
862, are you with me?
start switches,
There's Fledge ahead
Continuous.
of us.
propete,
On.
anti-ice,
On.
air conditioning,
PEX auto, bleeds on.
isolation valve,
Auto.
flaps.
Ah, this.
Yeah, I did this earlier, but we have got
Flaps 5 required and selected. Green light.
Stab trim,
Set.
start levers,
Idle detent.
Flare
Flight
862,
controls.
are you with
Checked.
me?
recall.
got
Check.
Fledge.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Flare 862, continue taxi Victor, Lima 4, cross 13, hold short 08 right.
Flare 862, say again?
Flare 862,
Oh, fuel
continue
truck.
taxi Victor, Lima 4,
What? Don't park
cross
there.
13, hold short 08 right.
Victor, Lima 4, cross 13, hold short 08, right, flare.
Alpaca 4802 on Juliet Charlie, request taxi.
Alpaca 4802, runway 08 right, altimeter 3006, taxi Juliet Charlie, Kilo, hold short Victor.
08 right, altimeter 3006, will taxi Juliet Charlie, Kilo, hold short Victor, Alpaca 4802. So 3006 is now set. Taxi and runway turn off on. Clear left, clear right, Jim. Config. No config warning horn. So Juliet Charlie. Oops, got my map out of the way. Juliet Charlie, and then Kilo. So it's a slight right turn, and then holding short of Victor up here. Liam, plan to do 2 legs per hour, but I have to be in work tomorrow, so just 1. No problem, Liam. Thank you very much for at least doing 1. Yes, it was very late for most of us guys. I think generally Saturday is a slightly better day, obviously, as well, because most of you aren't working on the Sunday, but this was the only day I could do, apart from next Saturday, which is the original plan, but Vancouver and Canada couldn't do that, so yes, thank you nonetheless. So hold short of Victor, which is coming up.
4874, are you with me?
4874 with you, holding short of hotel.
Skyways 4874, continue taxi Victor, Lima 6, cross 13, hold short 08 right.
That's all the de-icing pads here on the right.
PACA 4802, continue taxi following the following traffic Victor, Lima 6, cross 13, hold short 08 right.
Give way to traffic, we'll follow him. Victor, Lima 6, cross runway 13, hold short 08 right, Alpaca 4802. Where is that traffic?
Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike, request taxi.
Can't see any traffic tonight.
Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike, runway 08 right,
Give way to him.
3006, taxi Julia Charlie.
Oh, is it the old flight deck to sit?
Kilo,
Oh, it's an Embraer.
Victor, Lima,
Didn't even know we had
Lima
that.
6, cross 13, hold short 08 right.
.4874, we are going to 08 right via Victor, Lima 6, cross runway 13, hold short of 08 right at Lima 6.
I think there's been a mistake. I think he wanted me to give
Alpaca 9
way
Alpha
for this
Mike,
guy.
we're cleared to taxi by Juliet Charlie, Kilo Victor, Lima 6, cross runway 13, hold short 0 right, Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike.
Just confirm the ground.
Alpaca 4802, you're not giving way to traffic actually. The traffic was already passed. You can continue taxi, Victor.
Yeah, I was just about to call you. I think he'd already passed when you said give way, but we'll follow him now. Thank you, Alpaca 4802. Perfect. Excellent. So I was following him. Maybe he was already given the instruction. But yes, we'll continue. Victor, Lima,
Alpaca 40,
cleared across the runway, and then Lima 6 is all the way down here. So Lima 4 is that one there.
08 right, altimeter 3006, taxi Julia Charlie, Kilo, Victor, Lima,
So here's
Lima
Victor.
6, cross 13, hold short 08 right. Taxi runway 08 right via
Davis.
Julia Charlie.
Yeah, Active Sky might have improved significantly since I last, especially if it was. I'm having bugs with X-Plane 12 weather, but I had the issue with Active Sky about 2 months ago, so now I just use default weather.
4711, taxi Julia
This
Charlie,
looks great.
Kilo, Victor, Lima
Well, I know
6,
what I have forgotten to do with Active
cross
Sky,
13,
which is
hold
change
short 0
the
right.
sector.
Follow the 737 in front of you. Following the 737 in front of
Just
me.
find Active Sky
via
quickly in the background
Julia
here. So,
Charlie,
flight
Kilo,
plan,
Victor,
clear.
Lima 6, and
Just gonna
crossing
load my
runway
latest Simbrief
13,
flight plan into Active
right,
Sky. There we go, that's done.
4711.
I think that helps with the weather. Default weather was okay for me. Yeah, well, I had issues with
Square
it
863, sorry
today.
about that. You can contact tower 1187 for departure. Good day.
So a bit of a hotspot here. HS is a hotspot, so you can easily start taxiing the wrong direction or along a runway. So you just got to exercise caution approaching a hotspot like this.
Canada,
Ah, I'll talk about most of it, yes.
we
had to go offline though.
Zero right. You're probably going to want to face west.
So Victor, and then it's like a right turn Lima.
Skyways 4874, contact tower 1187 for departure. Good day.
Clear to enter the runway as well, cross 13.
Grounder Canada 184, ready for push gate 50.
There's going to be a right turn to Lima this way.
Air Canada 184, push back at your discretion, although you might want to wait because the 737 behind you is also pushing. Roger, we'll wait for the 737 Air Canada 184.
Good. Clearly it was the worst mod get. Almost crashed into someone, then flying 2 miles in front. 80 forgot about me, and I was in USS Space Remote, and then X-Plane crashed. Yeah, someone's not looked out for you then, don't ever see it.
Alpaca 7924, are you with me? Can you hold and make way for the Air Mexico behind you?
Gentlemen, shame there's no AC in Calgary. Nice flight, glad I made it. Massive Microsoft flights are still fun. I need to get to the bottom of that. Yeah, I've had stuff, both X-Plane and Microsoft flights in on final. Yeah, is there still no ATC in Calgary? I think there's been a bit of a, I don't know if anything there. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I think from what
Alpaca 4802, contact tower 1187 for departure. Good day.
1187. Thank you very much, ATC Alpaca 4802. Bye bye. Okay, yeah, so I've just spoke to the guy I've been talking to about the event. He messaged, okay, plot twist. Zeg Calgary is not logging on for a bit. I think there was a bit of a muddle up between our original planned group flight next month. Sorry about this, guys. Never mind. At least we had it in Vancouver.
Short of 08 right, Lima 6.
Skywest 4874, Vancouver, hold position, you'll be number 2 for departure.
No dramas, no dramas.
Hold position number 2 for departure, 4874.
Right, we're student before takeoff checklist.
132.3, winds 110 at 4, clear for takeoff 0.
Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flaps 5 set, green light.
Stab trim.
Set.
Takeoff briefing.
132.3.
I'm just getting that airborne frequency, 132.3. So that's the south frequency. Takeoff briefing, so packs are auto, bleeds on, engine wing anti-ice as well. V speeds 31, 38, 45, set on the MCP. Departures Vancouver 2. So it's runway heading 083, then assigned by ATC. We're climbing to 7,000 feet, NADP 2. We'll climb straight ahead and make a left turn. MSA is actually quite high for 7,000 feet, so we'll carry on to 7,000 feet in the event of an engine failure. And that's all in icing conditions after departure.
Reviewed.
Cabin.
Secured.
Before takeoff checklist completed to the line.
Perfect. Tower, hello, Alpaca 4802. We're holding short of 08 right, ready for departure sequence.
Go 4802, Vancouver Tower, good day. Hold position, you'll be number 3 for departure.
Roger, hold position, Alpaca 4802. There must be someone departing behind.
And hello,
There's Andy.
Alpaca
You got
also holding green.
you should have got your taxi checklist done. You pushed. I wasn't even pushed back when I started taxi. He wants to get that parallel approach in. I think we're going to struggle in Calgary. Right, parking brake set. Ross, have you seen the new lighting system in the US alerting of traffic on the runway? Quite cool. I've not seen that. They've had a lot of issues in the US in the last year with a lot of near collisions, haven't they? Oh, cheers, Vanguard.
I was 4874, when airborne contact, departure 132.3, winds 110 at 4, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, it's still great. Unicom meant that Irish flight got to do
Say again for 4874?
GA practice. We'll go around. I don't know.
Departure airborne, that's 132.3, winds.
So yeah, this is what we call contact departures. So you see here, look, they won't hand you over. Passing 4,000 feet, you need to contact departures. I mean, it does say for non-jet aircraft though, to be fair. But yeah, it's an automatic changeover frequency, so it's your responsibility. They won't hand you over. They'll say goodbye, and you contact departures. We'll do it around 4,000 feet.
Vancouver Tower, good day. Alpaca 4711 on Lima. 4711, hello, number 5 for departure.
It's getting busy down.
You can take Lima 4 if you would like, or you can continue down Lima.
Lima 4? Shortcut.
Number 5 for
Was that,
departure, and yeah, given the
fake
weather, we're
Embraer?
going to take the whole runway, we're going to go Lima 6.
Oh,
Roger,
nice.
and break, Alpaca 4802, precaution jet blast, line up weight 08 right.
Line up weight 08 right, Alpaca 4802. Well, if I was in a Tiger Boff, I'd expect jet blast. But never mind. We'll exercise caution. To confirm with Jim that we're cleared to line up and wait, nobody say yes. We check clear left, clear right, and check this below the line.
Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP.
Set.
Transponder.
TARA.
Strobe lights.
On.
Landing lights.
On.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Perfect. Grim old day in Vancouver. Yeah, great having 2 runways here though, that's definitely helped out with capacity. Yeah, the lights, look at that. Look mega on the sim, don't they? Oh, it's quite uphill here. I don't know if that's just ortho. It's a nice long runway here. There we go. Just wait for our takeoff clearance. And he pushed next to 4711, didn't want to hold him up, so got a wiggle on Prudence. Chasing him, still chasing him up.
Alpaca 4802, contact departure, airborne, frequency 132.3, wind 110 at 4, clear for takeoff 08 right.
Clear takeoff 08 right, and after departure will contact 132.3, Alpaca 4802, thanks to ATC, bye bye. Excellent. Bye. Right, timing, and now let's go back to Calgary. Lights on, checks complete. So we don't need to do a static run up in icing conditions, not freezing. Stabilised, set takeoff thrust. Left rudder coming in here, 90.2. Takeoff thrust set indications normal. Oh, the approach lights. Whoops. Keep my wipers on a bit more.
Really nice.
Checked, release the forward pressure. Nose is coming up on its own, that's a bit buggy. But trim a bit, shouldn't trim do. Thrust levers.
Rotate.
Okay.
Right,
There's the dead band. Keep pulling. There we are.
Positive rate.
He's coming up onto the flight directors. Al now. Ugh. Horrible day.
1,000.
Let's buck up. Contact departures. Let's turn the sim down slightly because it is loud. There we go. Good, that one. Looks a bit bugged out, the PFD there. Departures, hello, it's Alpaca 4802 on a Vancouver 2, passing 2,000 for 7,000.
Alpaca 4802, Vancouver departure, greetings to you. Identify, climb 16,000.
Climb 16,000, Alpaca 4802. Climb maintain 16,000. That's set. At bar operator, we don't select any modes until 3,000 feet above the ground. We just leave it in toga takeoff mode.
Guards 4874, greetings. Identify, climb 16,000, proceed to XTL on course.
There's 3,000 feet, we can now select VNAV, accelerate to 250 knots. Passing 3,400 for altitude 16,000 after takeoff checklist. Gears off. Water brakes off, we'll leave the start switches in continuous with the engine anti-ice. Well, it's 11 degrees now. Can take the engine anti-ice off. Trim nose down as the aircraft accelerates. 1.5 climbing, and the temperatures are set. So it nose keeps wanting to come up on its own, which is normal as you accelerate. So yeah, the real aircraft, look how it's pitching for about 10 degrees. When it wants to accelerate, the real aircraft will lower the nose to around 6 to 8 degrees. Just to get you to we'd be at 250 knots by now in the real aeroplane. It seems to be very, very slow, the flight directors, to get to that new attitude to allow the aircraft to accelerate. Oh yeah, well on LNAV we're vector, we'll just go ahead and select. There we are, passing now 5,500 for 16,000.
4802, proceed direct Dayped on course.
Direct Dayped, Alpaca 4802. No, it's just a straight line. Right, we'll get the autopilot in. Command A, and yeah, Jim would have turned off the wipers as well. And direct Dayped, have to take off checklist complete. Execute, LNAV available, and now's engaged.
Just ask the Vancouver over there.
Roger.
Liam, where to the airport do we send the invoice for those approach flights? Hey, where do they send the invoice to Alpaca Airways for the damaged nose wheel? I'll have you know. Oh look, the that's the localizer off 08 left coming in. Look. So it's probably on the same frequency, but the opposite end.
Departures, hello Alpaca 9 at Alpha Mike, climb to altitude 2000
Beautiful.
Flight 62, what was the frequency again? Sorry about that.
Fire at 62, it's Vancouver Center 133.7.
Bit of Christmas music.
133.
10 degrees, still in
Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike, Vancouver departure.
Mike's razzing for your 5 bumps. He didn't ping up, so probably in the yoke cam, which does mute alert. Sadly can't join this time around since I've roll call this morning, but at least I could enjoy the stream for a bit. Thank you very much for popping in, Razin Zaki. Very cool. There we are, 10,000 for 16,000. Let's do the pre-cruise check. So fuel, 4 pumps, 6 tons on board. Aircraft's now going to accelerate. Anyone know why the total air temperature is increasing? You know, when you climb, the temperature drops, doesn't it? But look, why is the total air...
Thanks for choosing Vancouver. Contact Vancouver Center 133.7, connect.
133.7, we had a great time at ATC, thank you, Alpaca 4802, bye bye. So, anyone know why the total air temperature has actually increased slightly? Oh, what is this? It's lulling. It's like setting you asleep. Excellent planing, friction, that's called ram rise. Compressibility.
071, how do you read that?
Because the aircraft was accelerating.
5.
But we still need the engine anti-ice, so we'll drop it.
Christian 071, heavy, roger. Amazing. Information humbug in Vancouver altitude.
Information humbug.
1 ready to send 502.
Love it.
Altimeter 3016 and for about trip at 071.
About to finish the checks, haven't I? Aviate. Come on, Zap. Fuel, 4 pumps, lights, logo. APU is off, pressurization 4.0 sets. Release the crew.
Winds calm.
Belts.
Check splits. 3007.
Just coming out top of the cloud there. That looks great.
Okay, bye bye.
He's just sort of coming out of the cloud there.
Center County 202, establisher at 16 o'clock. And 272, roger, contact tower 119.6, good day. 6 tower, County 202,
Vancouver Centre, hello, Alpaca 4802, climbing 16,000 inbound to Daybed. Daybed.
4802, Vancouver Center, good day. Climb flight level 370.
I maintain flight level 370, Alpaca 4802. 370 set, and we'll set standard as well. And that's our final cleared flight level, so we check the cruise page. 370 set there, 370 set there, and 370 set there, and we make sure we're monitoring 1215 as well. There we go.
Tanza 299, heavy contact approach 128.6.
On our way, guys.
299, thank you, bye bye.
Wonderful. How's the weather in Calgary now? Has it calmed down a little bit? It was windy earlier. Visibility's great. Oh, it's died down a bit. 290 at 6, gusting 15. That's fine. We'll still plan on runway 29. Yeah, the weather's improved, hasn't it? Local time there, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, thanks for everyone that joined me on this lovely little group flight. We've still got a bit of time. As I always say, if you have any questions, as usual, feel free to use this opportunity where there's only members here, because we only ever usually get around 30 people, 40 people watching a members only stream. So it gives the opportunity, I can read pretty much every single comment. So yeah, I'm here to answer any questions you have. I will do another Discord stage event before Christmas. I did pencil in a week on Tuesday, the 19th. Should be. Oh, actually, hold on. See what I'm doing on Wednesday, the 20th. If I'm on early. Wednesday should be fine. Tuesday the 19th to do a stage event as well. So feel free to come and join that. I'll publish it there. If there's any sim races here, we're doing a race on Sunday next week, 5 PM as well. And I'm hoping to do a little Concorde stream next weekend as well. So that's what I've sort of penciled in my calendar. And then maybe on the 23rd one more stream before Christmas. We'll see. But I have my calendar, and I always have on the right hand side potential streams and Discord stages. I always build them in around my roster. So this is my last day off today, and it's been quite nice. So I've sort of had, you know, did my video on my first day off, the QH Monday, and did all the stuff for the group flight. Greg Scott, can you explain what you look for when you check pressurisation? Absolutely. So we check the pressurisation at my operator. After takeoff checklist, 10,000 feet, 20,000 feet, 30,000 feet, and then periodically during the cruise as well to monitor the pressurisation system. So we use something called the reverse L, Greg. Reverse L, if you follow my mouse cursor, see here? This is the shape of an L in reverse, and this here is all the air conditioning and pressurisation panel controls. So we always start here at the bottom and work our way up here. And this big needle is one of the most important ones. This is your differential pressure. So this is the pressure difference between outside and inside. Right now it's 6.2 psi, and that will continue to increase as we climb. And that big needle confirms pressurisation. Just turn down ATC here slightly. So always check that. The little needle is the present cabin altitude, so that's 5,000 feet, and there's the cabin rate of climb as well. So that looks exactly as we'd expect it to be on the climb. Land elevation, this is important. Search Helios, the Helios air disaster. That's because of that one switch being in the wrong position. So always verify that's in auto or alternate. You can also fly it in manual, it's hard work. This should we should have bleeds on, AP bleed off, all of these in auto, resets auto. Temperatures, trim air on, check the zones, and that's the reverse. So that's how we check the pressurisation. We do that, as I said, after takeoff checklist on every 10,000 feet in the climb and every 10,000 feet in the descent. But it's the air conditioning in the 737 is very robust and reliable. I've never had any pressurisation issues in 12 years. I've had temperature, air conditioning, sort of struggling to control the temperature, very rarely, maybe 2 or 3 times, and then you end up turning off the trim air. So no pressurisation issues. Now plainly, if I get home in 30 minutes, fire up MSFS and take the Vulcan, would I be able to catch up? Well, the Vulcan's fast, but it's not supersonic fast. Fly Wonder, how do you deal with high shear levels of the cruise? Had a rather over-enthusiastic Microsoft Flight Sim shear event in the cruise earlier today with the Alps, which caused a huge mid-Mach overspeed and 1,000 foot loss in altitude. Lovely. Now that's extreme. So when you look at the flight plan, let's have a look at our flight plan here. So these are shear values, SHR, and you can see it's 11111, so there's no shears here. So it does say anything over 3 or 4 you could expect moderate turbulence. I've had shears as high as 15 and it's been as smooth as silk, and I've had shears of 1 forecast has been moderate turbulence. Generally speaking, they do give a rough estimate of rides, and the shear is calculated by the wind direction and speed differences over every 1,000 feet, temperature differences as well, I believe. So yeah, if you've got forecast high shears, you'd mention it to the cabin crew and preempt it during you'd work out where the shears are. Now on our iPads it's great because it'll actually point out and highlight any shears in excess of 4 and tell you when you can expect. So yeah, it's not much you can do. That sounds like a serious sim issue though, and I've seen that in Microsoft Flight Simulator and X-Plane, where the live weather updates, you just have a massive drop in speed. That's not going to happen in real life, where you see the updated in the sim. You're welcome, Greg. Take care, Edo. Off to bed. We'll watch the stream tomorrow. Have fun in Calgary. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for popping in, and hope it works all okay for you tomorrow. Plainly, Concord then. Yes, Concord will work, plainly. I'll listen out for that streak. Would you like to see my Concorde? I've already done. Oh, I'm going to show you. I'm not going to tell you the route just yet, but I made a little video and I've added some extra sounds to make it sound more epic. Let me just
Delta 742, when ready, descend.
I'm just going to turn off the Christmas music and turn down X-Plane, and then I'll share my this video. I've added some cool sound effects to Concorde.
Contact arrivals 128.6.
Let's turn off Spotify.
Arrivals 128.6.
I haven't listened to this. This is for like the stream preview. Put the burners in, look. I added some extra. There you go. That's sort of aftermarket sounds. That's not from the soundboard. I might just have to do that again because it is pretty epic. I just put the burners in mid-turn. So yeah, we're flying Air France, guys. It's a great lad on this.
Yeah, we were just handed over a bit late. Alpaca 47 learn, Vancouver Center. Hello, climb flight level 350.
Yeah, I should be concentrating on the flying. Bank angle 10 degrees. But yeah, I fired it up. Fired it up yesterday, the Colomar to Concorde. I need to go into their Discord to see what's going on because I can get it from A to B. It's not going to be pretty though. The autopilot seems to really be struggling to fly the aircraft accurately, but handling seemed quite nice. So yeah, I think it'll be just fun to fly. So yeah, we're going Air France, and I'll give you a clue on the routing. The routing we're going to be flying is the first ever scheduled flight that the Air France Concorde flew, and it's the second leg we'll be flying. So you might have to go on Google to work out the sector there. It's the first ever scheduled Concorde flight, second sector. Anyway, approaching Petley, we'll be at top of climb. Still very... oh, sorry guys. Still very cloudy here, but you can see a bit of terrain coming into view. See how the transition is with active sky when we go further east. Alpaca Baguette going a full afterburner. Yeah, let's change the course for Air France to Alpaca Baguette. Brilliant.
Alaska 274, Vancouver Center, you with me?
Oh, this is meant to be Christmas songs. It's very corny. Crikey. Oh, I think I need to go back to the paint shop there, look. Oops. Oh look, Active Sky's just sort of updated. I didn't see that. Did that smoothly transition there? Yeah, it's sort of, oh, it's looking a bit defaulty, isn't it?
Vancouver Centric, hello, Alaska 274.
Finally, Greg's got to quickly buy and get proficiency then could possibly go wrong, yeah. At the moment, the autopilot, it struggles to make... I did a quick test. I went to Mach 2 and I followed all the notes I made from my previous Concorde flight to slow down to transonic speeds. And the autopilot couldn't maintain altitude. I left it in out hold, reduced speed, and it just sort of just went to a ridiculous dive about 10,000 feet per minute. I was like, oh my god. So yeah, I might just chat to Dev, see what's going on.
You at flight level 160.
Okay, Express 578, Vancouver Center, hello, Quackadent.
Fine, why not? Is there one particular route or area of Europe you really enjoy flying into, and why? Honestly, I've been all over our route network, about 6,500 hours now, and I do have destinations which I do prefer. So one's where it's quite quiet, the weather's generally better. But I do like going to Malta. I've not been to Malta for a long time actually. Where did I go to which was new for the first time this year, and I thought that was a really cool destination. Glad I went there. I went out of base. No, I can't remember. Corfu I like going to Corfu. It's quite challenging, but it's very scenic. And they've got an easier approach on runway 16 now, an RMP approach, so you don't have to worry about the circle. Yes, this week I'm going to Barcelona, Alicante and Faro, so I've got a lovely week. These are all the really nice things. But I'm going to Barcelona El Prat, the main international airport, which is very busy. I've not been there in the winter for some time. But yeah, I'm going to take the opportunity to share some pictures anyway and keep you posted during the week. So I don't fly that often. Captain's weather, exactly fly water.
Flare 862, descent 8,000.
Chris, have you ever thought about an Alpaca Arrows display team? What would we fly? Tiger Moths. Yeah, and the cruise anyway. 125, perfect. And descent's around 20 minutes. Bit of a tailwind as well.
225, Vancouver Center. Hello, welcome.
What's happened to the clouds?
Center, Pascal 1145 is back. Pascal 1145, roger.
Yeah, those clouds are not looking very good now, are they? A bit sort of... I mean, it's... Look at that, it's like lines, 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 lines. No, we're looking much better on the first sector, but this is active sky.
Vancouver Center, Copa 517.
Copa. 11 o'clock now in the UK, 6 minutes past 11.
Vancouver Center, hello. Oh, climb flight level 360, and are you currently on a heading? Heading 083 and climbing to 360, flight level.
I guess we'll be with this controller for a while, but yeah, looks like no ATC in Calgary, never mind.
Headed for the 517.
And Flare 862, we're almost about to turn final, and we'll
Oh, look at all the pictures you guys have been showing in Discord.
What do you want us to do?
Wow, I've seen some of the pictures from Irish Flyer in Discord. Wow, it makes you actually realise how good Microsoft Flight Simulator looks. Look at these pictures, wow.
Yeah, we're heading towards Dappo right now.
It does look really good in that sim.
And Flare 862, via Dappo.
Very nice.
The ILS Zulu 16 approach.
Clear the ILS runway 16 approach, Flare 862.
Andy, I'm lucky in that I get to see the Red Arrows practicing every day. They often give me a fly pass whilst I'm doing the afternoon school bus. Very cool. Flying walnuts, the clouds look like one of those ancient holy blankets.
Alpaca 38 Charlie, contact arrivals 128.6.
Brilliant. Right, ooh, the thrust. Make me nervous if the thrust is rolling back like that. Do a quick fuel check at Petley anyway. 20 minutes airborne, 22 minutes, a little late. Should have about 1.9 tons of fuel. About 1.8. Saved a little bit then. And we should have 3760, we've got 5 tons. The extra fuel we've taken looks good.
Level 390. 390 Canada 184.
Yeah, thoughts on the upcoming PMDG 777. Yes, they released a landing gear wheel, haven't they? I've not looked at the forum post.
Route 221, runway 15. Type, the wind 1509er, altimeter 29908, taxi Charlie, runway 01, cross runway 06, hold short 15.
Having a look at the forums in PMDG.
Flare 862,
I've not seen any yet. I saw something in the Discord Flight Sim newsfeed.
Air Conti again.
Flare 862, we're at 8,000.
Okay, you're clear for the approach. Alpaca 556 Mike, leaving airspace, emissions offline, surveillance terminated, charter frequencies, bye-bye.
I'm trying to find the forum post. Was it a forum post? I've just seen it in Thresholds, the news. Look here then. New things. So they've updated the 737. All stuff in the background, isn't it? APT fixes primarily. Need to fix the rudder. Get the tablet to work in the Xbox version. So this is it. They've released a picture. Randazzo posted the first preview of their 777, a landing gear photo. That was it. What is it with devs releasing pictures of landing gears? But yeah, I'm sure it'll be excellent. No one else is making a 777, are they?
Descend flight level 210.
Very nice.
Runway 08 right into
But yeah, we'll try it out whenever. Well, I very kindly wrote to PMDG to see if they'd give me access to the 737. I didn't get any response. But I won't do the same for the 777. I'll wait patiently until it's released and then we'll try it out. What else have we got to look forward to release? I spoke to FlyJSim recently actually to see how their 200 and 727 was progressing. It is progressing nicely. I was talking to a devs. One of the things they did say to me, it's actually one thing they've noticed, is since the release of Microsoft Flight Simulator, their sales, they said, have dried up. So they would appreciate, you know, if I promote it. I said, my pleasure to support any dev that sort of lets me stream their content. I always support them on socials. But it was quite sad when I said that. I was like, oh, well, of course, you think Microsoft Flight Simulator, the amount of people that have used it and they don't use Explain anymore. So yeah, I think they've had to. That's why they've had to. They've said for the upgrade for the 732 there will be a small fee, but they've had to. It's taking a lot of work. But yeah, the Dash 8 they still have, which is a great little add-on.
Number 164 Victor, you're still.
But I love both the sims, as you well
you're
know.
still really far out. When you reach before you reach egret, contact arrivals 128.6.
God, 3 hours we've been streaming. It's gone quite quickly. Still very cloudy here. The clouds are looking less like holy blanket now.
Are you able to depart?
It's definitely cloudier than it was before.
From the intersection. Route 221, Roger. The winds 150 at 9, departures with me. Clear for takeoff 15. Clear for takeoff 15.
This guy's covering a huge area, isn't he?
Flare 862, do you have the localizer for 16?
Oh, I just realised on Xpilot there's a new thing.
Flare 862, do you
This is
have
the
the
updated
localizer for
one.
16?
You push that and it goes into a speaker, but I don't know what that does.
Flare 862, Roger. Contact
Still
Kelowna
just an
Tower
effect out in here, ATC.
119.6.
119.6 Flare 862.
Oscar 738, requesting descent.
Oscar 738, when ready, descend. Flight level 210, plan runway 08 left.
Yeah, I don't know what else is coming out flight sim wise in the next few months. Indie Builds are releasing their 300. I mean that's coming along, isn't it? Having a look at the flight sim news. I do like that little news feed we have in the Discord. They're making is it Dubai scenery as well.
Came in really quiet. Was that
Keep teasing something like that. An F14 has come out. Don't usually do fighter jets though on this channel. Oh, we can make trial. Oh, who's iFly? iFly releases a 737 Max. Oh, first preview of the Max. Yeah, another landing gear picture. This is quite interesting. Has anyone flown or used iFly before? Ooh. That looks pretty good. Oh look, they don't have the reversed PFDs like the Kuro 787. That's good to see. Well, it looks the part, doesn't it?
Bridge 221, Vancouver Center, you are identified. Climb flight level
Interesting.
320. Pasco 1145, when ready, descend 16,000.
Never flown iFly in G3D.
3007, and plan 08 right. When ready, descend 16,000.
Oh, so they're saying that prepares a better platform for them. See what the comments are. No comments.
517.
Interesting.
Copa 517, go ahead.
It is possible, fly unit from Quebec, Quebec. Copa 517, I'll just probably give you that. Turn right, direct, deck, Comox, uniform, Quebec, Quebec on course. Turn right, uniform, Quebec, Quebec on Connaught.
Fetch the winds. Load. Love this. I want it.
Pasco 344, you are identified. Right, climb flight
Grab
level
the weather
10
for
proceed on course.
Vancouver. Calgary.
10, proceed on course, thanks, Pasco 344.
Delta 6193, contact
Yes, winds
Anchorage
died down.
Center,
2980 on the altimeter.
Over to Anchorage 132.3. Have a good night, Delta 6193.
Right.
Runway 29 will plan for fixed rings in 10-4. 3 times height, we're at 37,000 feet, so it'll be around 111 miles prior to Calgary. We'll start our descent.
Alaska 369, you're leaving my airspace. Seattle's offline, surveillance terminated, switch tower frequency, bye-bye.
So Norrit.
Switch into 2.8.
Good. Alright, and we've got Pipso,
Good evening, Alaska 1210.
Mito 14000, Sedell 13000. Expecting to land. Ah no, hold on, we don't want this arrival.
1210, Vancouver.
Slightly different. IGVEB 16000 for runway 29. Uxgov 1210,000.
Alaska 369, you need me to repeat.
So Vegsa is 359,000, which are not flying today. I'm going to break down wind.
Alaska 1210, and you're identified.
29er.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being here and helping us out. Alaska 1210.
Now about 250, after 210 at 8,000, and then we'll just carry on downwind. There's no ATC outside position by
Williams Lake, Yankee, Whiskey, Lima on course.
There we are. So that restriction here at Avtis 8,000, that's going to keep us low. 8,000 to the level for a short while. And then onto...
Alaska 1210, that's approved, report back.
Should we do a different approach? Should we do an RMP? Let's do RMP Zulu. Test out the mod. Via exit, exit, cute. Good, so we're going to do the RNAV approach then. The final approach fix is... Henry. After Henry we have a descent point at Kegpu. Interestingly though, that starts descending on its own, so Kegpu's the final approach fix, 5,100. Yeah, 5,096, so we're going to make that hard.
45, turn right heading into 60.
So 3-degree path, checks to the FMC, the minimums then, 200 feet, oh LPV. At my operator we can't use LPV minima, we have to use our VNAV minima. So that's 4,003 feet for the minimums. So remember to change everything, because it's quite high up here. You know, you'll be 10 minutes from landing at 14,000 feet, so 10,000 feet.
Air Force 2, Vancouver Center.
So yeah, 4,003 feet. V1! What's this? What does the V mean on RVR? I've never seen that before. Matic, the landing into Calgary is going to be interesting. Gusty winds with no ATC. I have just one thing to say. Tally-ho. Wishing me the best of luck. Yeah, we'll try RNAV though. So we'll do RNAV. The course is a 285. There's no frequencies to tune. This is just purely to remind you that the final approach course. We'll tune Calgary, 16.7, better than nothing.
Pasco 1145, turn right heading 350.
Right, 350, Pasco 1145.
So we've got the VR on active. So we'll fly the RNAV approach via Texit max 210 knots. Texit max 210 knots. And we're using LNAV, VNAV the whole way and see how the mod performs. Henry, I just want to bring the speed back to 180 knots or below.
Pascal 1145, maintain flight level 200 for now.
There we are, then Kegpoo, then descent point. This approach climb to 6,200 feet. Track 285 to Botek, straight line basically. Cool. Landing performance then, shortish runway 2,400 metres. That's not super long, but it's not that short. You know, it's fine. Flap 30 on a break 3 will be fine to vacate to Juliet 2. And then we'll go back onto stand we started on earlier, which was stand 58 up here. Perfect. 500 kilos of fuel left to burn, 61.5 landing weight. Flap 30, order break 3. Perfect. Ah, lovely music. There we are, checks complete. 40 bars till top of descent. Mark, the channel 80344 on the chart, what's that for? Can it be entered somewhere? Yes, that's for EGNOS. We've actually got that now, but we don't use this. So you can tune that into this. But we only could use it for GLS approaches. But yeah, GLS was meant to be the new big thing after ILS. It hasn't really come into fruition. So we can't fly LPV approaches, which is associated with WAAS. I don't know much about it. We can fly to LNAV, VNAV, whatever, which is usually a little bit higher, 460 feet. So, yeah, I think this allows you to go all the way down to Cat 1 minimums. Don't know much about it, I'm afraid, my friend. Look at the weather though, outside now. It's cleared up very nicely. Oh.
Pascal 1145, turn right heading 170. Right, 170,
Beautiful.
650, staying over existing lows.
Stand by.
Very nice.
Shadow 1, you're leaving.
I don't know. I've never seen V1.5. That's US Canada phraseology. I've not seen that said. I think it's due to statute miles.
4802, when ready, descend flight level 240.
When ready, descend flight level 240, Alpaca 4802.
Foxtrot 9, Alpha Mike, when ready, descend flight level 240.
Passing 12,000, climbing to 16,000.
There we are.
When ready, descend flight level 240, Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike.
And he's got the clearance behind me.
November 650.
He's right behind me on 29.
Contact arrivals 128.6.
On the way, decimal 6,
Center, good evening.
Oh, Aaron Hill, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. And a sim crash on the second sector, not great. Well, good effort for taking part, buddy. Well done. Matachev, see that Frankfurt and GLS is Cat 2 ops. Yeah, I've heard about certification for autolands off GLS approaches. We certainly can't.
Alaska 738, contact arrivals 128.6. Pascal 1145, turn right direct booth.
Oh, it's going to get quite busy now going into Vancouver, because what's the time now? West Coast, from 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon? Everyone's going to come in for Sunday afternoon vaccine, aren't they? Here it's half 11 at night.
Are you able to...
Oh, seatbelt sign on.
Center Alaska 1210, back with you. Route 221, I'm running up to direct series. And that's from calling again? Yes, Center Alaska 1210, back with you. Okay.
Oh, some weird lighting. Mark, gotcha.
Evidence offline, surveillance terminated, switch on frequency
What's it for me? I think that might have been for me.
Alpaca 4802, you leave from airspace. And your surveillance is terminated. Switch on frequency. Bye-bye.
That's copied out back 4802 over to Unicom. Thank you very much, ATC. Bye bye. Over to Unicom, guys. There we are. Right, well, there's no ATC. Let's have a look at the charts. So, first restriction, we can go all the way down to 14,000 at METO. So, let's set that now. There we are. And we're approaching top of descent. The aircraft in VNAV will automatically descend. We were monitoring that earlier. Didn't do the best job for cruise to descent VNAV. See how it does now. Mark, gotcha, thanks. I just used LNAV VNAV before, which works. I didn't question it. To be fair, that's the same attitude we take, because that's what we only have approval to fly, is RMP approaches to LNAV VNAV minima. Hey Fox, back at the gate of Calgary. Really nice approach even without ATC. Yeah, thank you very much for taking part, Yankee. Yeah, guys, I am sorry about this ATC situation. As I said, VATSIM Canada does not have an event coordinator right now, and I've been talking to the Vancouver event coordinator regarding our group flight. So he's been sort of primarily ensuring that he had sufficient ATC for us when we started and during the period we're here, even though it's a formal event. And he's been liaising with the Calgary controllers because I could not get in contact with them via VATSIM Canada. It wasn't possible. And I think they had in their calendars next weekend still, which was the original date of the group flight. And when I did initially request ATC, I did ask for the 16th. But Vancouver asked if we could move it to today, where they could provide ATC, because on the 16th they could not provide any ATC for our planned group flight. So the way I've always worked around group flights, I sort of ask you guys, where do you want to go? And you guys go, yeah, here, there, and everywhere. And most of the time I can get all ATC organised. Certain sectors of the ATC, they can't get the sort of numbers of ATC to provide it. Last sort of year or so, I've been more inclined to use an existing event. During our initial group flights, especially during the pandemic, where we were all sat at home, you know, an organised group flight would be 50, 60 of us taking part. The most we ever had, I think, was 72 or 73, and that required a lot of coordination. Now we sort of, our numbers are around 30, 40 sometimes. It depends where we are. Like, we did a group flight to Heathrow 3 or 4 months, so we had 50, and that's because a lot of you from the UK and from Europe, and it suits you. So yeah, I'll always ask you where we want to go, and I'll do our best to sort of organise it. But yeah, I was expecting ATC at Calgary. I'm absolutely not the guy who spent a lot of time coordinating with me to get this organised. He said he'll mention it to Calgary, but I think it's obviously got lost in the message about our original request and this event. Anyway, yeah, VNAV's put me high. I don't know why it's doing this in the mod. It should be perfectly on profile, transitioning from LNAV to VNAV. It's just put me high, 1,000 feet high in VNAV speed. So that's a bit of a bug. I'll bug 300 knots. The aircraft will now... Oh no, it's still on Mac here, so we'll do decimal 879 and wait till we're back on profile. Larry, when talking about upcoming aircraft, I couldn't help but notice your silence about the Flight Factor 777 V2 release date in 2033. 33, I guess. I'll try it. I've not spoken to Flight Factor. But do you mean 2033 as a joke, Larry, or is it meant to be coming end of this year? There's profile. Right, so you see when it goes back to path, I'll close the speed window. We're going to get drag requires. We should get drag required here. You see how it's pitching up? It's sort of very slow here. In reality, it would sort of pitch up a little more here to get back on profile. Just monitor it. It's not working too well in the initial stages of descent here. Our planing, yeah, what's happened before when we've had no ATC, we've always managed just fine. You guys coordinated quite well. Fox, lack of ATC was no issue for me. First slot back, nice and easy. Thanks for organising, all the same. Had a great time. The CAA needs to be on board with Christmas themed 80s codes. Yeah, I love that. Don't think we're ever going to get that. Information mistletoe. Don and Mosina, maybe it's time for an all Unicom flight. You love testing us, so let's test our skills at coordinating everything. I'm sure if we ever organise that, we'd be just fine. We'd do a great job. We'd have to be somewhere really obscure. Anyway, we've done the 48th group flight. Should be the 50th February group flight. So back on path now, a bit fast on speed. Again, the aircraft only cares for the path right now, so you have to introduce drag if you do want to slow down. Sometimes if you just leave it, because you're going faster than your planned speed, there's a bit more parasitic drag and it will slow down, so we'll just leave it for now. 2033 was meant to be a joke because it's turning into the Duke Nukem Forever of Simflight Sim. Oh yeah, yeah, it's been meant to be released for ages. I think I did a group flight for Flight Factor about 2 years ago, and the giveaway was for V2 of their 777, and I gave it away. And Flight Factor said just give us his email address and we'll give it to him when it gets released. So he's probably completely forgotten now. Ooh, which one's going to be better? PMDG's 777 or Flight Factors? We've never flown a 777 on any stream, ever. Also, it's the channel's birthday soon. Oh, YouTube's changed everything. Where's the about section? Yes, the channel's birthday is in on the 10th of January 2017 was the day I started the channel. So it'll be 7 years old, this YouTube channel, on the 10th of January. Crazy, isn't it? I said create a YouTube channel, Flight Deck Sim, 7 years ago. Bonkers. Fly Walnut, you mentioned having Christmas Day off. I work for the NHS. Seniority determines if you can leave over Christmas. Took 10 years to have a complete Christmas off. Is it the same for the airlines? Well, very fortunate, Fly Walnut, without giving too much away, that my operator doesn't fly on Christmas Day. So, if you based at home, you're guaranteed to at least have Christmas Day off. If you're not, obviously you've got to try and work out, because we operate Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. So last year, I was off Christmas Day, but I was up crack of dawn on Boxing Day. But yeah, see, our annual leave has been reformed in the last few years, and it is really good now. We get how our leave works, we get 4 blocks of 5 days off a year, so that's 20 days off, and you can mix that in with your normal roster, so with your normal days off you get more time, which is quite nice. So we get 4 blocks of 5 days, and then we get what we call 8 days ad hoc, so we can pick and choose 8 days. So I've already booked 3 days for my stepbrother's wedding next year, and the rest I'll use it as I wish and as I go. And you have to apply for it. Sometimes they can't guarantee it or approve it because they don't have enough cover, but they're usually quite good. And then if you can't, you can get swaps with someone who's willing to come in on a day off. Aaron, yeah, probably the PMDG, I don't know, we'll have to compare. Steve, well, look, sounds like we'll need an alpaca wax for when there's no ATC available. Yes, someone to coordinate it. Brilliant. Right, I best concentrate here because we're not far from landing, so I'm going to pop the seatbelt sign on. Set the QNH. And we'll need a little bit of engine anti-ice as it is raining up here. And we're approaching our cleared altitude, 14,000, which is way back there actually. We can, not concentrating, we can step down to 12,000. And we don't, there's 230 knot restrictions for runway 35, so that's not applicable to us. Very, very nice. I know Donna Mosina, yeah, 90,000 subs in 7 years. It's not bad going. I know some channels grow here, but my content's very quite unique here. I'm not a pro gamer. Maybe I should, if I put GTA 6 in the title, I'll get a few more views. I did see the trailer for that. It does look very good, but we're going to have to wait another year. I will be playing GTA 5. Charlie, might have missed the reply earlier. I'm listening while at work today. Oh yes, sorry, I did miss your question. We have toyed with the idea of Alpaca Airways VA, but we sort of, I quite like to keep it as unofficial because we could just sort of do what we want when we want. I think setting up a VA, I certainly now do not have the time to manage that at all. So yeah, it's been toyed with, discussed in the past. Certainly during lockdown, I looked into it. But again, I just sort of like, everyone knows it as a sort of unofficial, well not everyone, but the majority of people know that VCP is Alpaca on VAT7. It just works quite well. So I have toyed with the idea, no at the moment. Right, we can step down to 10,000 feet at Ervug. Ah, look at the lighting. It's not bad at all, is it? Ah, you can see the sun hitting the underneath the cloud. Oh, that's superb. A little bit too orange though. Just past the Rockies. Calgary Airport should be dead ahead somewhere. Ah, yes, in the Discord. Yes, utilise Discord. We could have someone controlling unofficially. Probably against VATSIM rules, though. So we're about 9,000 feet above the ground now, so we'll do the post-cruise checks. Fuel 4 pumps. We've got 4.2 tons on board. Lights. Logo will turn on as it's getting dark. Angular bank resets 25 degrees. Pressurization 3.0 sets. Engine anti-ice can take off again. Imagine the cabin secure already. Recall checks complete. Very nice. Mark, have you ever done a group flight out of Dublin? Selfishly, it's my home base, but that would be cool. We have done a group flight to Dublin. It was one of our biggest, 70 aircraft, all into Dublin from Frankfurt, I think it was. On the earlier group flights, we used to do one sector, and everyone departed from the same place. And it was 70 aircraft departing from one airport, and it wasn't fair on the ATC, because I'd asked for ATC, and they'd only be dealing with just departures or just arrivals. So we sort of always do overloads now at crossfires. Vector, hard altitude 9,000 feet. That is not coded, but that is for 3.5 left, so that's not applicable to us. Nabon, max 250, we can step down to 8,000 feet, and that's our segment to maintain for a short while. Back into the clouds, and 9, we need to slow down here, so drag required, we need to be below 250 knots, 10,000. These colours I'm not so sure about. Horrible weather again. Well, Calgary City. That is the airport. Dead ahead on those. Oh, I see some alpacas. Good, so 8,000 feet level by Atvis, max 210, and then we'll maintain 8,000 feet for a short while until we break onto the RMP approach. Slow the speed brake slowly. One to go.
1,000 to go.
Cheers. Well, I don't want to jinx anything, but 3.5 hours in, no crashes, no issues. Fingers crossed. Jinxed it now. So we do need to maintain 8,000 feet for a short while. We've made the restriction at Atvis, and it is reducing to 210 knots. So VNAV was just struggling on that initial top of descent, but afterwards it seems to be doing a good job. Don't forget, 3 giveaways I'll be rolling after landing. Thanks for those in Europe and UK. I think most of you got to bed now, but it'll be uploaded to YouTube as soon as the stream's over, and I'll DM you all any winners. Straticos really need to do some of the VATSIM First Wings events, hopefully get on a log lift this year. Been flying the Zebo for about a year now. Excellent, Straticos. Yeah, look out for those VATSIM First Wing events. They're quite periodic. At least once a month, I think. Yes, then we need to get you on a group flight. This one, I was hoping for a few more people, but I do have to take into consideration the day and time. Sunday, this time, most of the guys in Europe, UK are starting work tomorrow. I do appreciate them. Excellent, downwind then, 8,000 feet. There's the airport off to the left. Landing on 2.9 where we started the day. I best do some unicomming really. Ooh, that's a concerning amount of thrust. I hope, is that, I'm just going to put, I think that could be a bit of weird X-plane icing. We should be at around 5 degrees 55% here. Yeah, I think it's sorting itself out now. Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4802, we're left-hand downwind for the RMP approach runway 29. Oh, you're welcome, Straticos. Yeah, you've been flying the mod for a year, sounds like you're well ready. Right, approaching 8,000 feet, there's no ATC, we'll step down to our next height, 6,500. We'll open VNAV, speed into vent. Anti-ice can come off now. It's above 10 degrees. And we'll select flap 1. It's going to stay in VNAV path, and the aircraft's going to start descending. Let's have a look at this RMP approach then. So I have to text it down to 6,500 feet to Henry, which is set in the MCP. Flap 1. Let's see how VNAV behaves today. Make sure we've got the correct inches of mercury. You guys have seen from my QNH bond error what happens if you've got the wrong altimeter setting. Latest altimeter is 2980, perfect. So I'm going to go to flap 5. I won't run the landing checklist in the sim today because it is bugged. Mathej, be starting my descent into Calgary in 2 minutes. Hope I'll be on the ground soon so I can go to bed. Yeah, flipping out, Mathej, it's nearly 1 o'clock for you. 1 to go checked, 6,500 we're stepping down to. After Henry, we can step down to 5,100 feet at Kegpoo. So 1 mile before, we can set the next slowest altitude. That's my operator's SOP.
Calgary traffic, Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike is downwind, runway 29 for the island approach.
Oh, I thought you'd try the RMP. Handy. There we are, 1 mile before we can step down to 5,100 feet. A little bit of a level segment here for the VNAV's plan. It should be doing a bit more of a CDA. Good, it's 10 mile final. Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4802 is 10 mile final, runway 29. There we are, there goes the profile. Got a nice headwind here, so I'll just monitor the speed. Flap 5 will hold the speed quite nicely. Doing a slightly higher rate of descent, but that's just slightly high on profile, it should be. That blinking light, the order throttle is closed and it can't, and it's accelerating, it's just saying I'm trying to do the speed, but I can't do it. There we are, drag required, and it is slowing down now anyway. But I will go flat 10 just to help it out. Speed check flat 10. So next point is the final approach fix, Kegpoo. So when we get to final approach fix, we can set the lowest altitude on the MCP, which is 4,100. Whoa! What's going on? What's going on? What's going on here, VNAV? Whoa, 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 whoa. 4 reds. Let's keep an eye on this. Is that getting me low? What's it doing? This is inaccurate. Something's really wrong here. I think it's levelling me off at 5,100 feet here. So approaching descent, 4,100 feet. VNAV past speed into vent. That is inaccurate. That's bugged. Look, it's put me super low on the profile. Basically, It's put me right down. Now, thankfully, that's the highest point there. 5,100. It's dived me down. That's buggy. That should not have happened. Whoa, steady, easy, but don't descend below 5,100 until the final approach fix. We should be much higher here. It's gonna, after Kepu, I think, descend on the correct profile, but it's just done a bit of a random wobbly thing here before that. Right, I'm gonna configure a bit earlier here. Gear down, flap 50. If the real aircraft done that, I would have probably cammed it, gone around and been like, what are you doing? Star switches, 7 degrees now as well. Recall check, speed brake, arm green light, landing gear down, 3 green. That's the FAF. We've got 5,000 feet, no flags, flap 30. That's better. That's looking much better on the VNAV. And this is where Active Sky's doing some funky stuff, I think.
Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4711, downwind, ILS approach, runway 29er.
So flaps, 30 green lights are on. Missed approach altitude we can now set, which is 6,200 feet. 6,200 feet set. Okay, speed. That could be a combination of Active Sky winds there. So just disconnecting the order throttle's quite slow to respond, so you might have to disconnect it. Right, that's looking better. Disconnecting autopilot. Flaps 30 green light, checks complete. So you can use flight directors on a non-precision approach as long as the runway point's coded, which it is. Correcting speeds. I'm not liking these flight directors, so I'm going to recycle them. That's 57%, which is our target thrust setting. 2 reds, 2 whites. Actually seems a little low. Checked. Yeah, that VNAV prior to the FAF was a bit wonky. After the FAF, fine.
Calgary traffic, Alpaca 9 Alpha Mike.
Continue.
Runway 29er.
It's 5. Oh, where's the wind gone? I've got so much thrust on at the moment.
300.
3 whites. There we are. Switch high.
200.
Checked. Yeah, there's a bit of a gust that's come in. See the wind gust that's increased my headwind? That's quite accurate, actually. Well done, Active Sky.
50, 40, 30,
check,
20,
close. Altitude. Oh, don't flex, it's not super long, this runway. I can't do buttons these days. Breaks up reverses. Bit of a long landing there. 100 knots. 80. Yeah, so right at around 200 feet, we had a gust of wind, and what a gust of wind does, it increases your indicated airspeed. It was quite a gradual increase. Usually it's a little bit more sudden in the real aircraft, but yeah, not bad. Just VNAV was a bit wonky, that's all. There we are. Welcome back to Calgary. 2 firmish landings. And Calgary traffic, Alpaca 4802, just landed on runway 29, vacated Juliet 2. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. That was a nice little well, we only do it once a year, the 2-sector Christmas specials. But thanks to everyone that did turn up and take part, especially for the very unsociable hours. And what we're going to do, guys, we're going to taxi here, Juliet. Right turn, and we started the day, let me find my notes, on stand 58. So we like to finish on a 2-sector on the same stand. So 58, oh yes, that noise, is just here. We'll go in via Juliet, Golf, and go from there. Excellent. It's a bit slippy, the taxiway. Ooh, what's that? Is that snow on there? Oh no, it's just the reflection of the water. There's Andy. On final, we'll monitor his landing. Some Christmas music on. We'll have this song is called Stocking Stuffer. Oh, how festive is this? Oh, was that an oboe? No pressure, Andy. Oh, I might have a taxiway excursion if I'm looking at Andy here. Let's make sure I get the straight line first. Oh yeah, the lights have changed in the sim, haven't they? Sort of like a bit of a lens flare. Oh, flare. Ooh. Nice. Looks good from here, Andy. Very, very good. Or is he going to slam on the brakes and make this exit? About to cross the runway. Very good. Right, best do the rest of the cleanup. Yeah, it seems to be... Oh, interesting. I was at the trim limit there on approach. That should be... Yeah, I think something's wrong here. Typically in Inland, you're around 7-8 units. We're with a full nose down. Something's a bit off here with the trim. It handles nicely though. Pitch and power was good. We were quite a lot of thrust on the final there, but I think that was more than gust of wind.
Might vacated runway 29 at QD2.
There we go. Good. Cleanup's done. We'll take the next left here at Golf. And then, as I said, stand 58. Yeah, Matesh, we'll do it again next year. Yes. Okay, here's the crazy ortho slope for Calgary. It's a bit downhill here. Low pressure, perfect. But yeah, sim performed well. No crashes. I'm a bit sat on the fence of active sky whether to use it again moving forward. Default weather's been fine in X-Plane 12 the last few months, but for me I'm just not getting the correct weather updates. Some of you in Discord seem to be, some others are not. Oh, rip FPS. Oh, it's a bit uphill here. What is this music?
Traffic, Alpaca 4711, 3 knot final runway 29er.
I don't know what I prefer, Christmas music or the usual, I prefer this, I think. Yes, that's more my style. 58, this is exactly where we started our day. And I was due on at 21:45 Zulu, that's what I planned. I'm 7 minutes late, not bad for 2 sectors. Need that 4x4, I know. Not bad parking, I'll take it. I think the aircraft's rolling backwards on its own. Whee! Yes it is. Right, parking brakes set, 2 routes red. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Calgary. We did it. West of the full shutdown flow now. Calgary also banning across shut. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Calgary. So, transponder 2000 standby. Pumps off. Window heat off. Electric hydraulic pumps off. Verify the N2 is below 20%, which it is. There we are. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps.
Off.
Winter when it gets dark
EPU
early,
on the
yeah.
bus.
Fasten belts.
Off.
Window heat.
Off.
Probe heat.
Off.
Anti-ice.
Off.
Electric hydraulic pumps.
Off.
There's Alpaca
Voice
4711
recorders.
just landed.
Auto.
Air conditioning packs.
Auto.
Engine bleed.
On.
APU bleed.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Very nice.
Checked.
Start switches.
Off.
Auto brake.
Off.
Speed brake.
Well done.
Down detail.
Sim.
Flat.
Absolutely no idea if anyone's still here, but yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. My PC completely froze. But I'm going to run the giveaway. There might not be anyone here in chat now. She probably all went home. But yeah, I've never had that before on my PC. Everything completely froze. The X-Plane 12, the Streamlabs, but I could hear this music going off. I could hear you all talking on Vatsim, but the whole PC froze. Keyboard, mouse, the whole lot. Anyway, I'm going to run the giveaways here now, just so we can hear it back. David E. Ross, thanks for sticking around. Yeah, I don't know, the whole PC was dead. I had to do a hard boot. I had to hold down the power button to get to reboot. It does seem to all be fired up quite nicely now. So yeah, we'll run the giveaway. What I'm going to do is just pop into the regular stream page. I don't have any pictures or anything pretty to show you here. Let me just bring up the we've got 6 witnesses to this at least, so let me just get this all fired up in the background. I hope I've not lost the list of everyone for the giveaway. I was literally just saying how stable it had been, and it actually ended up doing a whole massive freeze. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, giveaway list. There we go. Yeah, I haven't lost that, thankfully. Right, so list randomizer. There we go. Right, so you guys can hopefully see this. There we are. So here's the list randomizer. Here's everyone taking part in the group flight. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Yeah, oh yeah, lots of people flooding back in. Yeah, so yeah, the sim froze. I was literally said, I'm crazy the sim hasn't frozen, and then the whole PC froze. The whole PC froze, which is absolutely balmy. So yeah, anyway, here is the list of everyone who took part in the group flight. As mentioned a few days ago, if you've done 2 sectors, yes, you do get an extra slot, because I was encouraging people to do 2 sectors. But it is random, and we'll roll it 3 times. The first top 3, or the first one. And I was thinking of rolling it and just taking the top 3, but I'll roll it 3 times, and then whoever's top each time will win the giveaway there. So let's do that thing here as well. I have to do my sound effects as well. I was really annoying because I had it all set up, the giveaway, and I had to reboot the PC, restart Streamlabs, open up all the windows again. Anyway, we're here. So I'll roll the first giveaway then. So the first prize winner is Shorty and Alpaca 1 Echo Delta, a long-term member. Well done to you. Excellent. I'll be doing lots more of those. Well done, Shorty. So there we are. We'll roll it again. So roll again. Next one is Orion. You are the winner of number 2. Probably already gone to bed. Oh, it's people I don't think of any haven't won one yet. So it's usually the same people that wins them. So it's all nice and random today. So well done, Shorty. Well done, Orion. One more then. The last one is Vanguard. Spam there button. Excellent. Fantastic. So there we are, Vanguard. You are the winner of the 3rd and final giveaway. I'll contact you all directly anyway to make sure you get your copies of the winner. And there you go, Vanguard. First ever win. Excellent. And you've been a member for a very long time. So I'll get in contact with Shorty, Orion and Vanguard, and we can organise the giveaway. So there we go. Perfect. Well, that's a lot of crashes I've had in the last few streams. So yes, I've got this awful, or maybe I can go back to this screen so we can at least see some pictures of aeroplanes. So yeah, thank you for thank you for the stream crash right at the end there. And I don't know what caused that. I want to investigate that, because that was a complete PC freeze. Like, everything froze. So I couldn't use Control-Alt-Delete. I couldn't use my mouse. I couldn't use my keyboard. I have chat open on a separate laptop, and I thought my internet froze because I had the internet spinning wheels. I was like, no, that wouldn't cause the sim to freeze. Oh, the whole PC to freeze. But what was really weird, whilst it was frozen, Spotify was playing the music playlist. I could hear you all on VATSIM talking, so it was obviously still receiving information. But yeah, nothing worked. Mouse, keyboard was dead. Control-Alt-Delete was dead. I looked online, just said do a hard reboot, and everything seems to be ticking along nicely. So what caused that, I have no idea, and I hope I can find it out. The PC's not even 2 years old yet, so no, it is 2 years old now, so hopefully no underlying issues moving forward. Anyway, guys, I've been streaming for 4 hours. It's 7 minutes past midnight here in the UK. I think a lot of us would like to go to bed, but thank you for everyone that took part in the group flight. Thank you all of you who are here and also not here for your continued support as members. Really appreciate it, and I hope you are still enjoying your time in Discord as members and you enjoy the perks which involve being a member on the channel. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your week, look after yourself, and I'll see you all soon. Short on heat issues? No, Berlin flight, I don't think so. I've got the CPU, I'll check the temperatures, but yeah, it doesn't feel like it's overheating. The fans are just ticking along nicely, so I'll look into it, buddy. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you all soon. Cheerio.